Hello and welcome to the Computer Game Show. My name is David Turner. I'm here with Sean Bell,
Hello.
Matt Murray,
Hello.
and James Farley.
Hello.
It's the most wonderful time of the year. What does that mean? Well, it is our Game of the Year draft episode for 2025. We will explain what we do for Game of the Year. If this is your first year with us, when it comes to the draft, we'll explain the rules. I think it is pointless explaining them now because you've got a good 2 hours of drivel before we get there. And before we even kick off the show, we'd like to start by thanking our Patreon producers this month. They are Aaron Patrick, the QuickBooks chap, Simon Nelson, Moomin Biscuit, Trans Rights to Human Rights, Dave Ernsberger, Colin Brown, Gasman, Rocketman76, Smooth Monkey, John Tempelli, Jackie Sniper, Sam Higton, Thomas, Stan, Philip with an F, Cutty, Steve Lee, Jack Oven, Grey Dragon Claw, Colin the Car Wanker Smith, Lee Keybottom, My Dog Skip, Dean, Evil Mammal, Don Whiskerando, Boza Karma, Tri-State, Ryan Cobain, Mock Turtle Soup, Conky Donkers Christmas Conga, Clark B, Just Shields, Laser Quest, and a returning full Nels member. It's only brother of soon-to-be second-time world champion of the darts, Steve Littler. We are not... Steve Littler, sorry, I didn't mean to say Steve there. Steve Littler. There's no relation, apparently. No proven relation between Steve Littler and Luke. I bet Steve was fuming when Luke shot to fame, like I was when I went to school and realised there was a singer, Tina Turner. Ruined my primary school days, that did, Sean. Ruined it. So we've got a few things to get to before we get to the feedback of the show. The first being Discord Christmas quiz will be hosted by Kurt this year on Wednesday the 17th at 8 p.m. on our Discord. Go to tcgs.co if you'd like to join our Discord community. All sorts going on there. There's a channel on the Game of the Year show. There's a channel on the normal pod. There's a channel on watches.
There's a channel
so you can... Is there really?
There is actually, yeah. It's really nice.
I think I should probably get on that.
So just skincare.
Yeah, there's a skincare channel because one of our listeners is like an actual dermatologist, and he's just giving out advice. It's great.
Okay.
Within the general forum, I was like, wow, I must have missed that. Okay.
All right, mate.
All over that. I don't need it.
The yearly traditional Trombone Champ Christmas concert will be taking place on our Twitch channel. Is that right?
Yeah,
it on Twitch
and
or YouTube?
It's all going to be songs that legally probably have no business playing on Twitch. So I'll try and get it on YouTube afterwards, but it might all get muted. I thought this was going to happen last year, and it didn't. It was fine, so maybe it'll be all right. But yeah, show up and watch it live.
Be there live Saturday the 20th at 9 p.m. on our Twitch channel. That's twitch.tv/TCGS Co. Come and join us for the Trombone Champ Christmas concert by us. I mean, Sean. Look, we could do a 2-hour podcast about video games now, but I would prefer to spend the next 2 hours talking to Matt about the darts that he went to yesterday, because it's all I care about in my life at the moment. It's the only thing getting me through. Matt, you seem surprisingly with it today. That weirds me out a bit.
Yeah, no, I feel okay. I mean, I don't really drink much these days, so I was a little bit scared about that. But no, I mean,
what?
It was.
I went out with you a little while ago and we drank a copious amount of alcohol. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but that was like 3 months ago, wasn't it? Since then, I've been on like a ridiculous health kick, and I just.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so no.
When you said, I don't drink much these days, I didn't mean you meant this week. Like,
I mean, the last 3 months, I'll say I've probably knocked on the head.
Oh yeah, anyway. Oh yeah, it's surprising since we last got absolutely smashed for 3 days.
Basically, I was like, this has to end. I cannot live my life like this anymore.
No, he drinks.
Oh, he drinks. Boys. I want drink boy.
How's
Yeah,
the darts,
darts is
though?
absolutely incredible. Yeah, like the atmosphere. I mean, I've watched darts over the years. I'm definitely not as hardcore fan as David, but I've watched it, and I remember it used to be like at Lakeside, like the darts and the atmosphere was incredible. And yeah, actually being there is just something else. Really, it's just it's just non-stop fun from start to finish. We were on the afternoon session yesterday, like 11:30 until like 5 or 6, and it's just brilliant. And that's what I mean. I've got the some Paddy Power pants that I won. I've got Paddy Power bucket hat.
Right,
which,
but we don't want to. I
was going to say, we're promoting Paddy Power.
Promoting a gambling.
I mean, the whole thing is sponsored by Paddy Power.
I'm not. I'm on the mat. How much have they paid you to wear those?
Nothing.
And the thing is, I know that you wear pants with James's face on.
Well, now I've
so
got something new
to
the rotation now. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I had an amazing time.
Have you bought a dartboard yet?
No, I do want to, but I said to you, like, nothing quite says divorced dad like dartboard in the living room.
No, it doesn't, mate.
Or is
darts is cool.
Or is
Don't
it just
slag
because
off
you're doing?
darts.
Is it just because you're doing the research, Matt, to get the perfect
No,
one?
I haven't yet. I mean, I would definitely would like to. I mean, after that, we went back to my friend's house and we went to like a pub and played darts, and then so I would like to, but I just I don't know. I mean, I have to work out
here's the thing,
logistically
Sean.
that works out. But it would be good to be good at darts for sure, or at least just have something to do.
Yeah, darts has changed dramatically in recent years, and you still have you can still buy the cheap boards, the cheap darts, and all that, but you can spend an astronomical amount on darts, including what's it called, an Omni Plus or whatever it's called, which has a ring light around the board plus cameras that you can link up to the dart counter. Yeah, it's like 500 quid just for that. Not including the board, the surround, or any of the darts or anything like that. Like every hobby, they found ways to make everything as expensive as they possibly can in areas for people like Matt. That's what I'm worried about.
No.
That is what I'm worried about.
I haven't done any research yet, but I will say one thing. What I kind of had in my mind is I want something I can just take out of like the cupboard under stairs and have up. I don't want it up all the time. So basically, I kind of want something with like a perspex back so I don't destroy the walls. I'll take it out, play some darts, put it back.
Perspex back.
Well, there's something to kind of to protect the outside the dartboard in case
you have an outer ring. It's outer ring of foam. It's fine. You don't need
cool.
perspex.
I need something
You're
where I
gonna
can
blunt
just like
your
get
darts, Matt. We need to talk.
I need something I can get out under cupboards and play it and put it away without it being there permanently as a fixture. But
Yeah,
anyway, I would like to.
Just get a copy of What Dartboard magazine, and then you can whatever.
It's probably easier to find that than Edge magazine in certain shops these days. It's ridiculous.
There's part of me that's absolutely buzzing that Matt's getting into darts because it means that I might have someone to talk to. It's really depressing.
But it was just incredible. I mean, I thought I lost more of my voice today, honestly, with the amount of like singing and screaming and all sorts. But I mean, I was on TV and as much over the shoulder of the darts player, if you could see me like waving and stuff wearing my Wario
We were
outfit.
looking for you yesterday. We couldn't see you, but
the reception there was pretty rubbish. But there's like 6 of us. We had like a Toadette, 2 Marios, me. We had like a Donkey Kong. Yeah, it's just amazing. I want to go again.
Sorry, you get dressed up to go to the darts if you have no idea what Matt just slipped into. Then
yes, you do. I assume everyone knew, but yes, you get dressed up. Yeah.
Someone said that. They said darts is the strangest sport because you can see some people being very serious about the matches that are coming up while a Minion and Wario walks around in the background. And then, no, my bat's an eyelid. It's like, no, that's what it is. And also, I went through a rabbit hole like a few years back of watching Americans watch British darts because they just cannot wrap their head around what is going on. Like it's just a guy on stage. They like, one of them said, why aren't they going for the middle? It's like, why are they going for different things?
But yeah, I mean, you should go another day because you enjoy it, but also in like the main area before you go into like where the actual darts are being played, there's like food and bars and stuff. But there's also loads of games to win cash money. I mean, like the first thing we did was this giant wheel you spun on our one jackpot, which is like £50 cash, but it's like free merch or no win or a free bet from.
You won £50 cash?
Yeah, straight away. I think I put it in the group. Yeah. So I won £50 cash because I just like spun and managed to get jackpot. But there's somewhere it's like a moving dartboard, it's spinning and moving left and right, and you can get like, depending on how much you score, you can win up to I think £1,000 on that one. One of them was like £5,000 if you get 180 or something. I don't know. I'd like to see you go there. It's like cube all the various bits and just win as money. Anyway, great times.
But it'd be like Michael Fox with the
who
with
is-
the
was
online.
it- who
I'd
is
just be
online,
going to the back of the queue again in different outfits. One of my favourite Simpsons jokes that when Homer Simpson keeps going for the samples with different outfits. That was a Family Guy joke. I've embarrassed myself there. Right, before we go into that, I know I've let myself down more than anything else.
It's the same thing. Equal
No, it
quality.
fucking isn't. One thing left to do before we move on to feedback. We received, I say all of it. Well, I was going to say all of us, but James lives in a different country, so he's not received ours yet. But our good friend Ian Lee, who has looked after us, helped us out over the years, and has become a staple in the guest rotation on this podcast. We love him very much. He sent us a Christmas present. Sean's got one. I've got one. Matt's got one.
I've got one.
We were going to wait for James, but James isn't getting his until Chen books a flight to come over to pick it up.
I'm driving back. So,
nice.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
I always do that now. It's cheaper.
So he's asked us to open it on the show. So Ian, we will open it. Should we open it now?
Should we just go for
Let's
it?
do it. Yeah,
Let's
I'm
go.
excited.
Let's see
Because
what
I
we
want to
got.
do it near the microphone so everyone gets the noises, but I don't want to show.
Yeah,
my
we need the
address on
noises,
camera,
don't we?
so,
But it's
yeah.
actually quite a solid.
I'll just turn mine around so you can't see the
Okay,
address.
right.
Instruction.
Okay. Okay. Oh my God! What's
Oh,
okay? So it is a. Sorry, I keep saying okay. It is a vinyl, and on the vinyl it says Farley Records, and underneath it says because it's like that, it's got to be real. Turner, Farley, Murray, and Bell. I mean, do we?
That's amazing. But
Has
I
we
mean,
got any,
Sean,
none of
you've
us have
got a
got any way
vinyl
of playing
player.
this right
So,
now.
I won't be able
Sean
to set
has.
it up right now, but maybe when I do the trombone champ stream,
I think I know what this is.
I'll get the turntable set up so everyone can hear it.
I
Oh my
think
God,
I
that is
know what
incredible.
this is. No, I think I know what this is. So a little while ago, I mean, this was a while ago now. Ian asked me, "Is there any particular moment from the podcast that you're proud of?" And I said, "Yeah." I said when we tricked James Farley into thinking F-Zero was coming out.
Yes.
There was a new F-Zero been announced on
F-Zero
telling
Night Run.
Farley, and that's what because it's like that. It's got to be real. I think that's a quote from when James found out that we've made because listeners. So we used to do an E3 show where one of us would have to avoid all
Well,
E3
you have to explain what
news.
E3 was at this point, to be honest.
Yeah, that's a good point. One of us had to avoid all E3 news, and then everyone else would. Sorry, I think Ian's in the chat. Remember sending
He
me
is.
a clip, Dave. That's right. I did wonder what the fuck was going on. Do you know what? I genuinely sorry. Ian's in the chat and saying, "Do you remember sending me the clip?" Yes, I do. I thought you were going to put it in like a time capsule and bury it. I thought that's
In the
what
Blue
was
Peter
gonna
Garden.
happen. I did not expect to have my own TCGS vinyl. Like, that is insane. So we used to do a show during E3 where one of us would avoid the news and everyone else would tell that person what happened at E3 that year. And of course, there were lies in it, and they used to get more and more elaborate to the point. The last one, it was me, and you just completely made up the whole Nintendo conference from start to finish. Like that's how silly it got. With James's, when it was James's turn, we created a trailer for an F-Zero game. You can look it up, F-Zero Night Run on YouTube. You can see all the videos on there. But we created a trailer for F-Zero. And James instantly went, "This isn't true, this isn't true." And we said, "James, there's a trailer. We'll let you watch it because we need to talk about it." And James watched that trailer and said things like, "All the feels there."
it's the music.
You know,
It's the
getting all
music.
excited. Yep, getting all excited about this game. And then it cuts to me and Matt laughing in his face.
Trailer. Basically, I took some footage of the PC game Redout, which is like a sim.
Yes. But that was enough to convince him.
Yeah, and then basically just put like a metal remix of some F-Zero music over it, and then did a shit logo at the end.
Ian, that's amazing. Thank you so much
Yeah,
for
thank
doing
you.
that.
Yeah,
That's
thank you.
brilliant.
I'm really looking forward to listening to it.
I'm sort of torn at the moment. I'm gonna get it framed, obviously. Like that has to happen. but do I get us all to sign it first, or is that
just like your Queens
is that
of Stone
too
Age?
insane? Yeah, it's just like the
that's
Queens of
fine,
Stone Age one.
Yeah, but we're going to try and meet
sure.
up as well, right? So,
But if someone comes over and says, "What's that?" Oh, it's a vinyl of a clip from my podcast signed by me and my friends.
Say, it's the Beatles. Don't worry about it.
It's the Beatles. Yeah, and they steal it and then listen to it back home, and all the fills there.
Sorry, Ben's just pointed out in the chat. I forgot that I put the Platinum Games logo on the trailer.
See that
Immediately, I
meant
should have been
something.
like, that was a weird choice of a developer. You know, for that.
Do you know, if we ever have a bet again and I'm involved, I'm going to make the other person, if they lose, they've got to eBay it and give me whatever they get from it. Oh, God, that's amazing. Thanks,
Yeah,
Ian.
thank you, Ian. That's
Absolutely brilliant.
I am very much looking forward to opening that when I get
We
back to
had
the UK.
thought of doing either a vinyl or a CD at one point, didn't we? Because
Yeah,
we were going to
keep talking
send
about
it to...
festival.
We were going to send it to a load of like magazines and stuff, weren't we? At one point,
Yeah.
and treat it like a press release and they were getting a demo
press
disc or
pack.
something, or a pre-release version of the game. That is incredible. Thank you so much. Holy shit! Right, okay, we've got to start the show. 15, 16 minutes in. Let's get to feedback. Although, actually, I do have my own feedback from last week's show, Matt. I was a little bit disappointed in you. A little bit disappointed in you.
Not do.
The quote for James's condom was
I know-
extra
I know, but-
large, and you dropped an extra.
I know, because that was too long to then accommodate all the other.
No, it wasn't.
It was just very, very long.
What's the limit?
We know.
Well, I don't. It's more like that.
There
plus
isn't a
getting
limit, Sean. I know there
it's
isn't a
more like
limit.
that,
It's just
plus
Matt's
getting any of the game titles in the YouTube kind of like title for like search purposes. Yeah, so I prefer a short title.
Yeah, you shrunk it.
I'd
for
like to know
SEO
what's
purposes.
longer, extra large, or Game of the Year Draft 2025 or whatever it is.
Well, yeah. Anyway, that's life, mate.
Very upsetting, Matt. Very upsetting, that.
Yeah,
It was
it's-
a great quote and spoiled.
I was thinking,
I'm
okay,
sure-
do I then just have a different name for the actual pod and change the artwork for someone to be like, whatever. That's
I'm
how it is.
sure there are people that listen to that and went, hold on a fucking minute, looked down at their phone and went, why is there only 2 extras here? Because that's what I did.
Well, I'll tell you what, Dave, I did it for engagement baiting and no one picked up on it. I was like, rage bait. I'll do it and see if someone lets me. I can't believe you dropped the extra. Well, they didn't and I didn't. Should we move on to feedback?
I did. Let's get to feedback. What did the listeners think of the show?
Yes. This, I'm not sure if it's a question or feedback. We'll do it anyway. Tom the Toaster. It's that time of year again when those fucking elves come out to give us nightly anxiety over what to do. Every night in December, I always think back to when Matt pulled his tree down and think, should I do that? Tonight the tree is on the floor. Thanks to the idea, Matt will hoover tomorrow.
I don't remember this. What was this?
Well, it's when we're doing like Elf on the Shelf in the family home, and I went nuclear too soon, and one of them was where the elves had literally pulled the Christmas tree down. You can't come back from that either. It's really hard to like do anything bigger than that.
Yeah.
Shame, because I quite used to enjoy doing that stuff.
Joe's dad come down the weekend and bought Charlie an Elf on the Shelf, and
really?
And
Because Joe
did it. We all hate the idea. We all hate the idea. And then Charlie woke up 6 times that night to see what the elf had done, and we were like, "Yeah, I'm not doing it again.
Yep.
Not doing it again. That is it." So it was awful marching through the house. It's not real. It's just like
I used to think it's fun.
happening again.
But then there is like a whole lot story where you're not allowed to touch the elf, and then like whereas Elodie would just be like playing with the elf in the day, and then the elf would shouldn't know it was us doing
Only
some crazy
magic
stuff.
at night.
Yeah, and then like her friends at school were like, "What do you mean you touch the elf? You can't do that because you lose the magic." And I was like, "Oh." Elfie is now a permanent fixture of the house.
Still works.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, good old Elfie. Right, Rascal Fist has messaged. When driving the other day with the kids, my currently played podcast popped up on CarPlay with my son. My son said, "Why are you listening to Game of the Year 2016?" To that, I simply replied, "History." But for some reason, I said it in a Mancunian voice, like accent, like this: "History, history, history." And then went on to explain about the concept of legacy and not forgetting what has gone on before us in life. Not forgetting what's gone before us in life. I let the pod play a bit, and then David called someone a cunt, and I had to turn it off. Can't wait for this year's show.
Sorry, Carl. Yeah, sorry about that. Right, it's always risky. It is always risky playing our podcast in front of people. As I said, that scene from the chair company, where that guy's listening to that podcast in the car, I just thought of us instantly. If you've seen that show, that is, it's someone playing TCGS in front of their friend. Just go, what do they say they talk to each other in this way? Well, they don't talk to each other. They're just saying stuff. Okay.
Friend of the show, Chris Spann, the UK's #1 friend of the show, has messaged. Just wanted to pop in and say Merry Christmas and also how nice it was to hear James so animated last week. I'm really glad he got to combine his two favourite topics, Metroid and things that are rubbish.
Oh my God, honestly. I said to you about 2 or 3 days after the episode came out, we got off lightly there. We haven't had that much bad feedback at all. And then our Discord over the past 3 days has been nothing.
It just hit, didn't it? It's like,
it's not been that Metroid focused, has it?
Yeah,
I think it was all right.
Yes. Yeah, we've been getting some punches.
There's a little bit more Metroid feedback here actually from Ivana Tinkle. I wanted to. Okay, you got me there.
Good stuff.
I think the problem with Metroid Prime 4 is a design philosophy shift. What I think is driving the design is business decisions to target a newer, broader, lower effort audience shaped by phones, social media, and constant algorithmic stimulation. Across games, films, and television, complexity is being stripped out because it does not perform well with people trained on short attention loops. Writing has become more literal, visuals flatter and more artificial, and games are padded with currencies, fetch quests, and progression systems that exist purely to keep players engaged rather than challenged. When children are raised on iPads, iPhones, and brain-numbing YouTube, companies respond by designing products around that reality instead of pushing back against it. The result is that franchises like Metroid are diluted to suit mass consumption, and something that is genuinely thoughtful that is lost in the process.
It's an interesting view, and I think you are right in terms of this development in some regards. I do think that anyone with half a brain looks at what makes a successful Metroid style game at the moment, and those games are going a completely opposite direction to that. You look at how
there are too many examples there are too many examples of the genre that are still challenging and do really well.
Yeah.
Go on, sorry, James.
But then also the point, I mean, like it says, how these progression systems are, put in to keep players engaged. Rather, I mean, there wasn't much there with Metroid to keep people engaged.
Sure. That your Metroid doesn't fall into that. I can never get inside the minds of the people that design this stuff, and clearly it's working on some people because, as I say, we have been getting quite a bit of shit from our Discord community about how we treated that game. But I stand by what we said, and there's a lot of people that just go and they're flat out wrong about this, they're flat out wrong about that. I don't think we are. Like, I think it is a difference of opinion, and usually I think what sort of sucked about the Metroid chat last week is that it's always better when one of us is against the others or two of us. There's a mix of opinions there, and it is quite rare when all three of us are like, no, I am not enjoying this game. But yeah, that's
I definitely didn't hate it. I didn't hate it. I just didn't think it was very good. But that's probably the only positive voice amongst it, really.
And I should say what Ms. Tinkle has described here. I do think it's a thing. Like, look at any user-created stuff on Fortnite. Jesus Christ, it is a fucking pit. Like, it's so bad.
The brain rot thing that everyone's playing at the moment.
Like,
Steal a brain rot. My boys are obsessed with that. And all it is... Do you know what this is, James?
No. What's this one?
There's this current thing on Roblox and Fortnite that kids are obsessed with called Steal a Brain Rot. And it is that brain rot stuff on a conveyor belt, and you stand next to the conveyor belt, and when there'll be like a rare one comes up, and then you can buy it, and it slowly walks to your base, and then you have to protect it while other people try and steal it. And if it gets to your base and you lock your base down, that then generates you more money that you can spend on brain. So they're sitting there, and you'll just hear tra-la-lido, tra-la-la. And then they go, oh, let's all run down to the conveyor belt. And it's nothing. It's a clicker. It's basically a clicker.
Yeah, same with all the tycoon modes. They're all the same shit. And, and I've talked about them before. Certainly, you can load one up and be like, oh, this looks like dog shit, but I'll try it for 5 minutes, and then 2 hours have passed. Like it's
Elodie and I, there's one particular one we played on Roblox loads, where it's just like, well, you're building this tower and suddenly you're in space and you're on different planets, and
But once you've seen one or two of them, you're just like, oh no, these are all the same shit. Like
it is all shit, isn't it?
But then, and if let's say that this sort of stuff, well, not this stuff specifically, but people's short attention spans is having an effect on, for example, games like Metroid Prime 4, they're always going to lose to the most basic shit on Fortnite and Roblox and what have you.
Yeah, those people are not going to play that stuff anyway.
Yeah,
they're not.
I don't think this is affecting. I don't think this has affected Metroid. I mean, I get this, and I do see it as another media, but I think this is probably just a result of the fact that it was, made by different studios at Bandai Namco originally. Then it's been made by different studios. It's been in development hell. I think they probably just took bits that maybe worked on the previous version of the game, banged it in here to see what worked. I mean, that's probably maybe a reason why the desert thing just feels so lifeless. Like they probably thought, well, we've had a hub area, kind of works. Let's just do that. Or maybe they were making all the reverse levels. I mean, that's why I think it feels disjointed and a bit weird for me personally.
Yeah. See, the game that I think that I played most recently that I think this like feedback like matches the best is probably like Black Ops 7. That we played recently, because that is a game that feels like much more sort of like Fortnite-ified, if you know what I mean, than the previous game did to me. And in the sense that it does feel like they're filling it all with just as much crazy stuff, as possible.
The Black Ops 6 got some flack for that as well.
Yeah, I mean that did the same thing.
It's
certainly worse than characters and stuff. But
I think in 7 it was definitely 7. It's worse. Like if you play through that, I know I'm talking about the campaign here, but if you play through that,
no.
Like,
I'll talk about you look at the multiplayer of the Black Ops 6, like it had Beavis and Butthead running around and the alien from American Dad, and I would say that's been going on for a while on Call of Duty.
Yeah.
You've got to stop talking about Call of Duty, I reckon, James.
Yeah, he hasn't played enough of them.
Care about
just on the Call of Duty thing, I know it's not in the news, but you see that they basically apologised last week for it.
Yeah. This was interesting because they didn't actually apologise.
No, they didn't.
There's no apology.
I mean, they
all
wrote
the
a big
headlines
message.
said Call of Duty apologised for. But really, it was we love it. We think it's great. Play it for free this weekend. That's what they said.
Let's see how good it is.
No, they just said we're not going to do back-to-back releases of like one of the franchises anymore. That was
back
the thing.
to back, friend. It was basically them saying we're not going to do back-to-back franchises anymore, but also we stand by this game and come and play it for free this weekend. It's
definitely an apology. I know this wasn't in the news and this isn't news, but like the first paragraph.
An apology if they didn't apologise.
Well, no, here's the first paragraph. First off, thank you for your feedback we've received over the last few months. I mean, that's, we know what the quality of the feedback's probably like. Call of Duty has enjoyed long-standing success because of all you, a passionate community that demands excellence and deserves nothing less. We also know that for some of you, the franchise has not met your expectations fully. To be very clear, we know what you expect, and rest assured, we will deliver and over-deliver on those expectations as we move forward. That basically is like, sorry, we fucked up. We hear you, and we'll work on changes.
But it's not though. They're not apologising.
It basically is. I mean, it's like they wrote a big old comment, a big old post. They laid out why there won't be 2 Black Ops in a row and 2 Modern Warfares in a row and stuff, and they're like, we're committed to unprecedented seasonal support. Like,
yeah, but later on, they also
obviously they will defend that, but this is definitely an apology, kind of.
Right. Okay, can I just point out what's just happened here? Right, you've said, look at what they're saying about something they haven't said. I've mentioned something they have said, and gone, yeah, but that doesn't count. Like,
no. But like, of course, it is definitely. It's basically acknowledging. It's acknowledging that people are disappointed and angry with how Black Ops 7 is, without saying the S word.
Yes, it is. Yeah, it totally is. But they're not apologising for it. They're standing by it.
Yeah, well, they're always going to stand by it. I know. For me, I was like, okay.
Matt,
Interesting.
can you see why I didn't want to add this to the news?
Yeah.
Because
Am I being a
it doesn't work with your
dickhead?
narrative. I don't know.
Am I being a dickhead?
No. I see what you mean. I just think personally, it feels like it's basically kind of like, sorry, but we're going to keep pushing forward.
Right. Okay. All right. Whatever. I don't want to argue about this. This is you're a madman. Right. Next bit of feedback, please.
Oh yes, where were we with this? Oh yeah, Aaron Patrick, the QuickBooks chap. Hi all, thanks for a Christmas party the other day. I was out walking my dog with my gilet on, feeling a little bit self-conscious after what you said a few episodes back. But worse still, I was also wearing my Meta glasses, listening to the exact part of the show with Sean's joke about punching anyone spotted in them. So, while sheepishly glancing around, wondering if anyone would actually jump out and take you up on your offer, it did get me thinking. I know it's easy to grumble about these companies like Meta pouring billions into this stuff. But on the flip side, if they didn't, we'd be complaining about job losses and stagnation. At least they're taking risks and pushing the industry forward. And if you think about it, that's what gaming will no doubt become. Xbox's world of everything's an Xbox means a more accessible ecosystem on any type of device, which actually doesn't sound too far-fetched. So maybe, just maybe, we should put a little bit more. We should put a bit of praise for those trying to innovate, win, spend billions, because surely the R&D won't go to complete waste, even if it means me looking a little bit silly in public for a while. Anyway, thanks for the laughs and the food for thought. I don't disagree with what you're saying, just thinking that maybe it can be seen as a good thing. Anyway, I'll keep walking the dog while listening to the show, and hopefully without getting punched to the face. Cheers from Aaron, QuickBooks chap.
I mean, in terms of Meta, I do give them credit for the Quest headsets because I think they're really good. What I don't give them credit for is doing the R&D on something like Horizons, and the entire world going, that's shit, don't do it, and then I'm just going, no, we're going to keep doing it, and we're going to just make it more and more invasive as time goes on, and we're going to lose billions every month. To me, that's not really particularly defensible. It's fine. Yes, I'm happy they're doing R&D, and yes, that will sometimes involve trying things that don't work, but don't bring it all the way to market when everyone can see it's dog shit, and continue to lose loads of money and lay loads of people off. Do you know what I mean? And the Xbox thing,
I have problems with this because I still don't think that this idea of this is what gaming's going to become, I really don't think is right.
No.
And it's been proven to not be right. I mean, that whole Xbox, everything's an Xbox. Okay, this is hyperbole, but it would be a bit like if Sega had said everything's a Dreamcast. By just releasing all of their games on everything, suddenly it's like everything's a Dreamcast. Actually, it's marketing. The whole thing is marketing to try and indicate.
That's not what Xbox did though. That's a completely different thing, right? Their
that's what I'm saying. It's
justification for everything's an Xbox was that you can download the Xbox app and use their ecosystem.
Yeah, as long as you've got
not that they're releasing their games on everything.
Which again
on
is
devices
problematic because it's them wanting you to not actually own anything and just keep paying your subscription and just lease everything you play, which
in fairness we were happy
anyway.
to do not too long ago.
We enjoyed that for a time, and now.
But that's what someone's going to say, Sean. But that's what we've always done. The disc is just a license to play the game.
I was going to say,
blah.
someone's going to say.
You don't actually own anything, etc. Yeah.
Because I thought about this a lot. It was years ago now, but Chris Pratt did a really good video about what happens to your Steam account when you die. So basically, technically,
I remember that.
T's and C's for your Steam account is you cannot transfer ownership of this to anyone else. But also, they can't stop you giving someone else the username and password. So there's no mechanism there for Valve being able to tell if you've passed it, your account down to someone else. But then maybe in another 10, 20 years, they'll be like, oh no, loads of people are doing this. We need to.
Yeah, we need to do something about it.
We want to stop it. Maybe they won't be that petty. I don't know. So yeah, this stuff is interesting and messy. But yeah.
Sean, do you want to address threatening violence towards our number one Full Nels member on the show?
Aaron
do you want to
understood that was a joke because he knows, because he's a smart guy, that I don't have the legal power to make it okay to just assault someone.
But you
did suggest that people can do that on a leading UK podcast. You gave people carte blanche.
I do think people are well within their rights to ask people to take them off, given the privacy concerns. But then, if that's where it gets tricky, because what people might need them to see, that's generally what glasses are for. So it's a mess.
Didn't hear an apology there.
No apology.
Right, should we get to
Tiny Tim has messaged,
Me.
Dear sirs, as a 15-year-old footballer, fuck punk. I know Mr. Murray loves new metal, but I can't hear a fuzzy electric guitar anymore without shivering with anger. I'd put together a virtual Christmas card for my mum over the weekend with some highlights from recent matches and a great keepy uppy video I made for my application for AFC Toten. I didn't suspect until I'd already... Totten? Yeah, Totten, yeah. I didn't suspect until I'd already sent it to my mum that the background music was changed by my stepbrother. The prick replaced my mix of UK drill beats with Orgasm Addict by the Buzzcocks. That's my mum's generation of music, and even she said it was pure filth when she sat me down to ask about the meaning of a virtual card. There's nothing merry about fucking Christmas.
Okay.
Thank you, Tiny Tim.
That is my favourite email so far.
I was going to say, what I love about Tiny Tim is that initially, wasn't he sending stuff that was loosely about stuff we'd said on the show?
Yeah,
and now it's just someone doing a little creative writing exercise every few months.
Yeah. It's just a little glimpse into the world of Tiny Tim every 3 to 6 months.
He should have his own wiki.
Could you imagine if he did before we did? How pissed off I'd be. Is that it for the feedback, Matt?
It is. Go to tcgs.co to leave your feedback. Although next week's Game of the Year show, there won't be any feedback, but there's the place to go for the inevitable feedback following our Game of the Year episode before Christmas.
Not looking forward to it. Right, let's get to the news. James, what have you got for us?
Okay, so we had the Game Awards last week.
Sure did.
Yeah.
Who's watched what?
I mean,
I've watched every trailer.
Can I just say, we always dick on this and we always moan about the length of it and blah, blah, blah. And, I think that's justified. I was thinking this week, if this was on from 7 till 10 in the evening, I'd probably just have it on.
Oh, I would.
Yeah, we'd do a talk server, yeah.
Because we have to take the pulse of the industry.
About that, Matt. 3 hours. 3 hours on a talk server.
Yeah, hell yeah.
No, I would probably watch it. I'm not saying it's a good show. I think it's way too bloated. Yeah. And I think that really does, but clearly people watch it. And I was thinking the main reason why I don't watch it is that I'm not staying up until that late to watch it. You know what I mean?
Problem it starts at like 2 a.m. or whatever, doesn't it? It's like
it starts at 12:30, but yeah.
It goes on to like 4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Clair Obscur won pretty much everything.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, what do you want to do about this? Do you want to? Because I've got the list.
I do want to point out that there was an excellent moment where it was for best game direction, and as Clair Obscur was announced as the winner, it cut to Hideo Kojima in the crowd that looked like he was going, "Well, that's it between me and Jeff now. That is me and Jeff done."
It's annoying because obviously there's been a lot of discussion around like Clair Obscur winning everything and like, oh, it got Game of the Year and also best indie game and also best game direction and other. So and it's frustrating to me who really likes the game that the conversation is now like the conversation around the game is quite negative, but it's not the game's fault in any way. It's just the way.
I don't know. I look at it and just go, fucking it. Well, look, I enjoyed what I played of Clair Obscur. I think I loved the concept of it. I loved the writing when I was playing it. There was a lot about that game that I really liked, but more importantly, I could see why it's so popular. I could see why it's so massive. It's not my style of game. It's not the style of game that I like to play, and that's the only thing that stopped me from really getting into it. But I do understand, like if you're doing an awards ceremony, if you keep giving it to the same people over and over again, you just think, spread the love a bit,
Well, this is it. You
don't have to, for the same gaming podcast category, you don't have to give it to the same person every time. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, and like I feel like if you're up for Game of the Year, maybe think twice about putting that game in like every other category as well. Because surely Game of the Year is probably going to have really fucking good music, really good writing, really good graphic. You know what I mean?
I know, but then at the same time, you would argue, but it also needs to be mentioned that this game has the best game of the year. It can't be the best game of the year apart from the one that's going to win the game of the year.
If it's one game of the year, it's obviously going to win best RPG or whatever, or vice versa. But like, if one of the best games of the year is an RPG, it's obviously also going to win that or win that award. It'd be weird if it didn't. I don't know if it's game of the year and it's an RPG and it didn't win best RPG. Like that would feel weird. I mean, everyone's like, oh yeah, indie darling, made by one person, etc. You know, I'm joking there. You know, everyone loved it, and suddenly they're like, well, it won too much. It was over mentioned. It's like, what does that give it its due?
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, and I've always stood by the fact that I couldn't give a shit about the actual awards. Like, I think it's great for the people that win them, but really, they're not a reflection on what I feel as you want to see the games that you love get some sort of praise within the industry. If that doesn't happen, I don't sit there and think, well, no, the game that I like is better. It's not how awards work. So I try not to focus on the awards themselves. But yeah, I sort of get why people would be upset that one game seemed to sweep up, but also I know a lot of people really love that game, so I don't think it's massively
It's also
surprising.
because it's been a particularly strong year as well. Like in the sense, there's so many games that have come out this year that have been really very very good.
Yeah.
That it kind of feels like that's all been just overshadowed like completely, which I think is a bit of a shame because some of these other categories there could have been other winners, I think, and that wouldn't have detracted from what Expedition 33 like achieved, with this.
Yeah,
but I don't know how they do that. Like best debut indie game. Like
it's not a fucking indie game. I don't want to get into this.
I
know technically it is, but it's like I still feel
like that. Those lines have been blurry for a long time now. But yeah, I know what you mean, James. It's like just fucking look at it.
Yeah.
It's like it's the acceptable face of indie gaming to someone like Jeff. Because it's got a big story and loads of great actors in it.
It
and
looks
clearly
like
loads
a
of money's been
AAA
spent
release. On it. It's like I don't know. I don't feel comfortable about it in that category. That's my main issue with it winning that.
Even if it's an independent studio,
it's not an independent studio, is it? Really? Isn't it being funded by like a publisher?
Kepler, yeah, it's published by Kepler Interactive, who publish loads of smaller indie games as well. But
yeah,
it's kind of impossible to draw the line, but.
Maybe the Games Awards are bollocks.
It could be bollocks. It might be a load of bollocks. Yeah.
Can we not talk about how legitimate or illegitimate the Game of the Year awards are when we are going to do what we're going to do next week?
Ours is
legitimate. Ours is based on fact.
So I mostly just watched the trailers, but I tried to watch a bit of the full thing. Personal favourite bit was when they were doing the best performance. Was it best performance or best act? Well, I can't remember.
Yeah, best performance is one.
Yeah, best performance. That's right. Yeah. So Jennifer English won it for a performance in Clair Obscur. But as they were going between all the nominees, it cut to Erika Ishii from Ghost of Yotei, and they had this just this comically large bucket of popcorn, and she was just like chucking it in her mouth. Oh, it was so funny. But yeah.
Best music went to Clair Obscur as well. Sorry,
I love the game. I would not agree with that.
Every time it cuts to that, like being nominated for an award, it's like, fucking hell, mate.
Did you see the performance? They did a live performance.
No, I didn't.
Composer came out on an electric guitar. It was pretty weird.
Do you know what I saw? I saw a little bit of the performance, and it was the Kingdom Come bit, and I was just like, yep. Why didn't this win everything?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, and I'm not just moaning. This is genuine. This is something I would like them to change. So they had the Innovation and Accessibility Award, which is one of the ones they kind of shoved in the pre-show bit, which already was like, that's a bit disrespectful. So Doom the Dark Ages won it. But like, obviously me being very privileged in this regard, I'm like, please tell me what they did because I'm interested. Like, what did?
Oh, of course, yeah.
What about Doom the Dark Ages? It like makes it accessible because I find this stuff really fascinating, and I know a lot of
you're right.
And work hard on this stuff. But it was just they won it, and there's the devs got to talk for a second and then got whisked away. But
I'd rather them drop 2 ads and then just say this is why it won it. Exactly. Little video of why that game was so good.
Jeff's
for accessibility. Of course he ain't. Of course he ain't.
Although
he's got a lot of time to fill now that Hideo's not on board. I'm thinking there's going to be big gaps next year. Okay.
So should we talk about the games then that were also shown and revealed? Because I thought it was pretty strong. Like, I mean, I went through.
Yes, it's. I think when you say pretty strong, I think what you mean is when you scroll down the list of trailers, there are a lot of very good looking games that I'm interested in, and that's really cool. I know
what you're gonna say.
There has been no sort of big announcement in this show, is there? And
but I
you wouldn't expect there to be, but there's always this hype building up to the Game Awards.
There is, but then like over the years, I think, I don't know, maybe myself, I just kind of got used to this idea that actually we're not really going to see anything really big at this. We're just
Sure.
apart from Half-Life 3, but
we were talking about Half-Life 3, and
I did say it wouldn't be announced there, and that wasn't.
When's it going to be now, Matt? When's
the latest rumor is March.
March next year.
I mean, I guess the last big one they had was, Elden Ring. That was at Summer Game Fest. So maybe, someone will probably message to say, no, this huge thing was announced there. But I don't remember being a huge megaton announcement like we may have been used to at past E3s.
And that's not to disrespect the games that were announced, because there looks like some.
No, I think there's a great list. I mean,
very,
I watched
very
this.
Good trailers there,
yeah, someone put like a YouTube video together which had every single trailer. It's like an hour and a half. Hour and a half. I watched that today of every trailer, and yeah, there's tons of good stuff that looks good in this.
I watched because that was the one that Sean sent, and I watched the whole of that. And there was one of the trailers though that was weird because the music wasn't cut properly with the video, and I was watching it and I was like, "This is the weirdest thing I've ever seen."
It's just silent for the first 30 seconds. I'm like, this can't be right, and then suddenly it hits.
There was like a band playing, but then you couldn't hear them, and it was other music instead. But it kept cutting back to the band playing, and I'm like, "What? This is the weirdest trailer I've ever seen." But then, I looked it up and I was like, "Oh no, that was just a mistake with the cutting." But yeah, weird.
What was it? I mean, that just reminds me of that E3 mistake where it's mic's not on. It's mic's not on. Do you remember that?
Was that not Jesse Wellens?
No, there was it was at the Sony one, and he's talking on stage, but you couldn't hear anything, and all you heard was like someone in the control room going, "His mic's not on, his mic's not on," and it really made me laugh.
Right. So I mean, there was a lot of stuff that was revealed. I've got a list here. I think I've got like 10 games that are like new ones as well, like stuff that we didn't know about, like prior to this, or maybe we did, but I didn't know about them. I thought were interesting. I mean. Can I go through what I've got?
Yeah, let's hear them.
Yeah.
So the first one I had was Bradley the Badger, because I have no idea what it's going to be, but the trailer looked really interesting because it seemed to be like just parodying loads of games.
Yeah, this is a game that loads of people were talking about. It feels like that was a breakout trailer from the whole event. No, that was just in the pre-show, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was in the pre-show, and it was so it looks like a sort of like a rare platformer to begin with. But then it's not, because it seems that you're then like creating your own levels and stuff like that as well. Maybe, I don't know, not like nuts and bolts.
It was a bit
like
Conker's Bad Fur Day, wasn't it?
Yeah, and because the tone all shifts and goes a bit dark, but then it shifts to that weird sort of like live action stuff as well. Yeah. And I don't know what this thing is. And it seems to be.
I thought it was just like Little Big Planet, wasn't it? That's the vibe I got.
Mm-hmm. It seems to be
with the customization and the changing things and the
maybe.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know.
I'm on my own there, baby. I know when no one's agreeing.
It was it was just nice to like. I wasn't 100% into it, but yeah, when it like did the live action stuff at the end, I was like, oh, I think I don't actually know what this is now, and that's good. That's interesting. So,
I mean, it seems to be PC only at the moment, which is a bit of a shame. But then maybe that'll change. I don't know. But I thought that looked interesting. The next one I was Fate of the Old Republic, obviously, because I really enjoyed the other two games.
I mean, this is a weird one, right? Because we know
what is this
about
exactly?
It. Yeah,
it's not a remake; it's a new game in the series.
Completely new. I mean, is this the one that people have been describing as a spiritual successor, even though it's not a spiritual successor because it's the same, like it's Star Wars. It's not It's not like they've taken it and like done it in like it's not like Mass Effect.
If you they couldn't get the license, so they had to make it in a new setting. Yeah. No, it's a new Star Wars Old Republic game.
Yeah, and it's the director that worked on. Did he work on? I think he worked on like the Old Republic as well. Like
and Mass Effect, Casey Hudson.
Yeah, and so. Like Jason Schreier said, this wasn't coming out until like 2030, but then like Casey Hudson's come out and said that's not true. That it will be sooner than that. But yeah, I mean, I'd love more of that because that was a very good game.
Mm-hmm.
But what's happened to that?
Well, the only Star Wars game announced, was it?
Well,
no.
I was also though wondering what has happened to that Star Wars game from David Cage. That's
Well,
just
I mean,
gone completely...
we had a quote like 2 or 3 months ago when there was redundancies saying they're still working on it.
We're
I mean,
still working on it. Still coming out.
No, never going to happen.
of course it is.
No, it's not.
Okay, should we have a bet?
Why? What makes
Do you
you say that?
Yeah. Well, why are you so sure it's not going to come out?
Because I mean, a lot of those games get like because there was that trouble with Knights of the Old Republic as well. You know, they were doing that remake.
A lot of Star Wars games get canned.
Yeah,
like
it's quite common for them to get canned.
Yeah.
Like, you know, over time because they don't hit whatever.
That was
they were.
mostly at EA, to be fair.
Yeah, I was going to say that was when it I think it will come out, but God knows when.
But also, I mean, David Cage's studio seems to be a bit troubled recently as well. So
How
And
so?
also, he's a
well, we did
dreadful
talk about
hack.
it in the news, Matt.
Oh yeah, the redundancies I'd mentioned.
Yeah, and also
Anything
the
else?
other charges as well that you know that were levelled at people
Mhm.
in the studio.
That's
But we
true.
can-
That's true.
Yeah, you forgot about that, didn't you, Matt?
No, I think it'll still come out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's
What the
trying.
fuck is going on with the energy?
James is trying to
Yeah.
justify like
What
something.
the fuck was that?
I don't know.
What was that?
No, it's Matt trying to dig me out for something, and then he realised he was wrong, and so
I didn't know
it
if you
was.
two wanted to fight or fuck. That was weird.
Yeah, we're both. Well, James is always so sure it's not coming out. It's not coming out. Well, why? There's no real evidence.
All right,
I mean-
yeah, we don't need to go over it again, Matt. It was weird enough the first
And
time.
that's
mate.
what I was trying to
I
justify.
think it's fair enough to say studios had some trouble of several different kinds, and B, I feel like we'd have seen more of the game at this, by this point. It's
Yeah,
been
'cause
years.
When
since it
was
was
it
ages
even
ago.
announced?
Yeah. But yeah, there was also. I mean, I'm jumping ahead here, but there was also the Star Wars Galactic Racer as well, which which they showed off. Which I mean, because aren't some of the developers for this they'd like to do with Burnout and stuff like that as well?
Yeah, the X.
That's right, yeah.
Criterion
Oh,
thing.
nice.
Yeah. So yeah, very. exciting.
strange reaction to that. I think,
Yes.
you know, I mean, I liked Star Wars Pod Racer. I will definitely
Yeah.
buy this new
I think we're
one.
all kind of fond of it from that era.
But seeing some people go absolutely apeshit made me think,
Go on,
were
name
you
them.
really suffering at
Name
this
and
point?
shame,
Did
Dave.
you really want to... Oh, the
It's-
kind of funny clip when that got announced was embarrassing.
It was very.
Like,
weird.
honestly, just barking out like memes. We are so back and stuff like that. It's like, are you fucking kidding me?
I didn't watch that,
Are
but
you
I assume
kidding
is
me?
it not just like I guess from their childhoods? Is oh shit, the game I loved when I was a kid.
No,
is
I reckon
back.
it was because they had to keep, you know, they had to
that
keep
probably as well.
off
Yeah,
Yeah.
fucking algorithms. or
probably as well.
whatever.
Yeah.
But no, I mean,
Yeah,
I
not for
think
me.
some
Look.
of the excitement though is like because there's Star Wars is in a weird state at the moment. Like it's not. I mean, apart from Andor,
When has it not been in a weird state?
No, but particularly now it's.
No,
in a
you're
It has
right.
been in a weird state since the release of The Phantom Menace, James, and that was a while ago now.
No, in terms of
Um,
like the direction that like Disney are going in, nobody seems to know what's going on. Disney don't seem to know what's going on
I think
anymore.
everyone's
and
broadly
it's-
sick of it now, right?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
feels, and it's just like I think as soon as I mean it's the same with Fate of the Old Republic. Like you see something which is like I recognise this,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
I really like the ones before. Maybe Star Wars will be good, and it's like there's a release from that, which is nice.
Yeah.
It's,
I do think though it does look like a good game.
Yeah,
I,
sure.
I am looking forward to giving this a go, and if they nail that sort of speed and the stuff in the Pod Racer games, then yeah, I think this could be really good.
Mhm.
Oh, I just fallen into that trap that
There we
you
go.
just described.
Star
there,
Wars
yeah.
cycle.
Yeah.
Then I had Divinity, which is something which I've never played any of these games before. But then that trailer, it was the most messed up trailer. I mean,
Yeah, it was really
seen.
brutal, wasn't it?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
like so obviously this is from Larian, and as time has gone on, every time I remember Baldur's Gate 3, I'm just like, why was it so fucking miserable? Like, and then
It really
seeing this
was,
trailer, I'm just
yeah.
like, are Larian all right? Like,
No.
yeah, it's fucking horrible. I mean, it's good. Like, it's technically
Yeah.
a brilliant trailer. Did you see the bit in? There's a bit in the show that sort of led up to it, where a load of villagers,
Yeah.
medieval
Yeah.
villagers, were in the crowd and sort of came out, and then some of them went up in the air and were going.
I thought the stage like, stuff. There's another
Yeah,
trailer
yeah.
later which we'll mention. I'll mention. Like I think the stage stuff's really well done actually. Like where's live action plus then like showing a trailer on the screens. And so after loving Disco Elysium, I think someone recommended like Divinity. What's the one on Switch?
Is it original Sin?
Original Sin, yeah,
2,
Divinity 2, Original Sin, right? So
I
this
think
is
it's I think it's Divinity Original Sin 2, but I think people just call it Divinity 2. I
Right,
think
okay.
I might be wrong.
But this
it
is just
counts
like a
as-
new Divinity game.
Yeah.
Do we know anything? Is it the same style? Is it like a whole? Is it? We don't know, right? It's just another one.
Yeah, because I
essentially.
mean, because what they were doing with Divinity was already very similar to what they ended up doing with Baldur's Gate 3 as well. There's a lot of crossover there already.
Mm-hmm.
So them doing Baldur's Gate 3 made a lot of sense. But yeah, it'd be cool to see them go back to their own thing now and see what they do with it, especially with all the notoriety and, let's be real, money they'll have got from Baldur's Gate 3. It'd be cool to see what they do.
The only thing that worried me a bit, because I'm kind of interested in this, but then also Larian have come out and said this is like significantly bigger than Baldur's Gate 3, which worries me because that was massive, that game, like already. It's like
Yeah, for sure.
But do you see Original Sin 2? Sorry, is that really worth getting? Because I see this it's like cheap on Switch at the moment. It's cheap on Switch, and the Switch 2 update is free.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I've never given it a proper go, but it's meant to be great. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Next one I had was Ontos.
Ontos. Yeah, is this the new one from the
makers of Soma?
Yes.
Yeah, and it also looks pretty fascinating. I mean, because I've just gone through Karma, the game that was recommended to us during the game of the what's called the Christmas party, and it looks like there's a lot of sort of similar themes about reality and everything like that. And it looks, I thought it looked pretty interesting. But yeah. And then next one I had was Exodus, which I've just written down here. New Mass Effect looks good because
someone's got to do it.
It's got the powers, it's got the team building. Even the ships look the same. Like it looks pretty much like a Mass Effect game.
I was very shocked when I found out the lead character's voiced by Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, I heard the voice of that hound. Is this actually, or is this Matthew McConaughey sound alike?
Yeah.
But it is actually Matthew McConaughey.
And I thought the acting was quite hammy. I thought it was a bit weird. I don't know.
It looks very similar to Mass Effect, but
like Mass Effect.
Seeing as we're likely never to get that new Mass Effect game, this may be
it's definitely happening. It's happening at
Why
EA.
are you writing off all the games at the moment?
EA say they're going to make a game.
Yeah, they said recently they reconfirmed it's happening.
Yeah, definitely, it's definitely going to happen. Yeah, sorry, I didn't realise. Yeah, that they'd already said that it was definitely happening. Yes. But yeah, and then the next one I had on my list was it's Gang of Dragon, obviously.
Yes, this was an excellent trailer.
Yeah, because this was, terrible voice acting aside, because I thought the voice acting was awful, and the name is terrible as well. I think the name's terrible, but this is like a negotiate game, so it's like it's the original Yakuza person. I
do love how you go, right, I'm leaving. I'm going to set up my own studio. What sort of game are you going to do? The same one.
Yeah. I know, because they're holding me back.
Yeah.
Why? What are you doing next?
But you see,
another Yakuza game.
But potentially this could be interesting because the reason being is because like the Yakuza games are like they're very formulaic now, like in the direction they've gone. Maybe he's going to go somewhere else with it, and it could be different. I mean, it seemed.
Did it look like it was going somewhere else?
Yeah, no,
it's had a complete change of genre in the last few years.
Yeah,
that's fairly significant, I would say.
There is that, but then also they're still churning out the brawlers as well. Like
sure. It looked a bit darker from the trailer than. Yeah. It looked good. Yeah.
It looked less humorous than the.
But hold on. These are all we saw were cutscenes, right? And the cutscenes from Yakuza games are the serious parts of those games.
Yeah, that's true.
Like the story sides of them. And you wouldn't.
I'm grasping at straws here, David. I'm grasping at straws to say that this might be different, and it might be because what you need.
Because you're not getting enough Yakuza games.
Exactly.
You want another studio create Yakuza games as well.
I was a bit annoyed when it went to and it was the thing from Kabuchiko. Yeah, the big sign up there again. I was like, that's a bit disappointing. it's the same fucking location. It's like
I do love the look of the main character though. It does look like it could be cool. So yeah, it was a pretty cool trailer.
Then I got Tomb Raider games.
Yes, I'm well pumped for this.
Tomb Raider games plural.
The opposite.
Yeah. Oh really? I mean, I love the original. So the one. I'll jump ahead, James. So what's actually being announced?
So we got Tomb Raider Catalyst, which is coming in. Is it 2027? That's coming.
Yeah.
And then we also got a remake of the first game, which is it's Return to Atlantis. Is that right?
Legacy of Atlantis. They call it it's a remake, but it's like a reimagining of the first one. I love the first one on my Saturn. I think it looks gorgeous. I'm excited to see how they might have changed it, and then a brand new one called Tomb Raider Catalyst. We haven't had an Uncharted game for a while. And I've loved the Tomb Raider games in the past, so yeah, I'm really excited for these.
I mean, these should be good because it's still Crystal Dynamics who's doing them, and they I mean, okay, the trilogy that they put out, the first one was brilliant, second one was pretty good, third one not so great, but in general,
What, Shadows?
the last one that they released was not
You
not
say that
brilliant.
was not so great.
Yeah,
I
it
thought
was.
I thought it was. Well, I mean, I didn't finish. That was the only one I didn't finish. But from what I played of it, I thought it was fucking excellent. I just thought that, it got a bit tired because they were quite similar games.
Yeah.
My problem with this is that the tone of it seems to be going back to where it was before.
Yeah, I was thinking
rather
that.
than keeping that nitty grit. That really sort of darker themes of the new ones.
It feels a bit like they got a note that was like, loved the reboot stuff, loved that you made it a bit more realistic, bit more gritty, bit more believable. Could you make her a sexy babe again and put her in a wetsuit for the DLC?
There's a bit of that. There's also, it's not so much that, it's the way she talks as well. It's very, I want to find the treasure. I'm going to find the treasure. And I was like, well, actually, you built up a pretty good character in these reboot games. And all right, there were some flaws in the writing. Some of the stories were a little bit formulaic and trite and a little bit cliche in places, but at least you'd built something a bit different. And to go back to, I have left my mansion to try and find the artifact, I was just like, really? We're going back to that?
But that was the remake, right? But Catalyst we didn't really see that much of. It was
no.
But
Catalyst was
imagine
much more
that
Indiana Jones, James Bondy for me.
Yeah, I will see. I wasn't blown away by the trailers. Although visually, if they get anywhere near what they were showing in the trailers, then it would be stunning. But
I just want another Tomb Raider. So even if it's a reimagining or whatever that means of the first one and this new one, I'm excited for what they could be for sure.
Yeah, as long as I can climb stuff and explore, I'm happy because they were good games.
I think, and let me check. Yeah, I think you will be able to explore.
Really? Is that
Matt's got his, for those listening on the pod, Matt's got a finger in his ear.
Yeah.
He's getting word from...
Breaking news, you can explore in the new Tomb Raider games.
Okay, last one I had was Out of Words, which was this co-op platformer that was like stop motion, like animated characters that looked... I mean, it looked like quite... Okay, let me preface what I'm saying here. Mechanically, it looked like a lot of other co-op sort of games like that have come out in terms of like co-op platformers that are like 2D. I don't mean the visuals. The visuals obviously look quite different, to others that have come out. But I mean, I'll play this because it'd be good to play with Asher, I think.
100%. That's what I'm thinking. Playing this with Charlie is the way. It looks really good.
Orbitals. Did you not love that, James?
You mentioned this, but I don't remember which one this was. Which was this one?
Basically, it looked very It Takes Two, but it's like 80s anime style, but like really beautifully done. Like I thought it looked incredible.
See, that's the problem. And this is my bias showing here. As soon as I saw a trailer with anime stuff, I kind of like... I switched my brain off while I was watching that because I was just like, it's another one of them. And, but no, I'll look back at that and see if it was...
Orbital looks really good, I thought.
Yeah.
For sure.
Cool.
Other games, I mean, Saros continues to look amazing.
Yes.
But I didn't
Been
really
delayed,
need to see
right?
more. April, April.
Yeah.
It was March, was it, before? I'm not sure.
I think so, yeah. It was early next year. Take as much time as you want. I know that game's going to be amazing when it comes out. I really hope that doesn't bite me on the arse, but I genuinely think this is going to be the game.
That's very good.
Be great, yeah.
And for me, the other one was the new Control trailer, which again, just speaking about the stage show, I love the fact they started with like the physical cube and the actual person on stage, and that kind of went into the trailer itself. When I first saw this trailer, because I didn't watch it live, and I saw after there's a Control Resonant trailer, I was like, hang on, is this a sequel? Because it seemed very different from what I remember Control being like.
That's what worries me a bit, because it looks like a
3D brawler, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's what was worrying me about it.
But then part of me is like, but I didn't really like the combat
shooting wasn't
that
great.
much. So
Exactly. Yeah.
As long as they continue to explore the story stuff with that, it could be really good. But I was a bit worried. Again, it's a trailer where they're just trying to show the action and stuff like that. But you didn't get a sense of what was good about Control.
I think it'll be interesting that we're playing as Jesse's brother, whose name I've forgotten. Because obviously the character's really left an imprint on me.
Yeah, huge mark,
I thought it looked cool.
It's a stylish trailer. I'm just like, oh, this is not how I remember it. But yeah, this, as you said, James, this is more the gameplay one. I'm sure we'll have like a lore trailer.
Dylan, thank you, Moomin Biscuit. His name is Dylan.
Justin Dylan, of course.
This is not how I remember it. It's a completely different genre by the looks of it. I'm looking at the trailer now. It's fucking wild. Yeah.
I was also really interested by No Law. So this is the new game from the team that made The Ascent, which was a very cool sort of top-down twin-stick sort of cyberpunky shooter. This is first person, which is, I don't know. I'd have been very happy because like I really liked The Ascent, but it had flaws. I would have been very happy for them to sort of
you had to climb them, didn't you, to get to the top of the tower.
Whereas this is like, this looks like a big step up with it being first person.
You've done it again.
Sorry, I missed a gag, didn't I?
Well, you said The Ascent's got flaws, and you said it's a step up.
That's good. I'm sorry I missed that. I genuinely.
What annoys me is that James found that funny, but didn't want to laugh on mic for some weird reason.
No, because
he sort of just laughed away from the microphone, and I'm like, I've earned that. Don't take that away from me.
It was a good game.
Yeah. Cheers, man. It looks a bit dishonored. Not dishonored.
It did look a bit dishonored, a bit sim.
The what's it loop, Deathloop, bit Deathloopy.
And
that was mainly because they kicked someone off of a roof, and that sort of made me think of Deathloop.
Sim. Look at it. New Mega Man, lads. We're not all excited for a new Mega Man. No.
Well, do you want to talk about? Was that legitimate?
Funny.
The stuff that was going on behind him when he was talking about that, Jeff Keighley. So Jeff Keighley was obviously playing on the Half-Life 3 rumors and said, it's a returning franchise. I cannot wait to tell this news. But is it right that there was a shape behind him that was the Half-Life logo?
Like the lambda.
No, I think,
or was that fake?
I think
that was fake. I think that was just coincidence. Yeah.
No. I think people were trying to find things like that.
Yes.
In it,
but that was a bit of a coincidence, wasn't it? It was the fucking Half-Life.
But there was loads of
logo
things
behind
throughout the whole show though that people were pointing to, like how there was trailers saying things like rise and shine and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's just like stuff scattered throughout.
Taking the piss.
Wouldn't that be
now.
wicked if every bloody announcement now was some sort of piss take that Half-Life 3 wasn't coming out? Like just a little.
There was like one of the other. They had like somebody came on whose like family name was Freeman as well. And, like they were saying this is like yes. It's like they're not even being subtle at this point. It's just like, but yeah.
I was weirdly excited to see a new Ace Combat, even though I've not played the last few of them. I don't know why. Just happy to see that series still going because it always feels like quite niche. Thought that looked good. There was tons. Go on, sorry.
We got Leon confirmed. I mean, it's already leaked because PlayStation uploaded the key art a bit early. But yeah, Leon Kennedy's come back to Resident Evil. He'll be in Resident Evil Requiem, which looks great. Might be. I'm not sure if it's going to be slightly borderline too intense for me, but it looks awesome. So we'll see. But
they said, didn't they, that So I've forgotten the name of the character we already knew about. So that's going to be your more traditional survival horror stuff, and then the Leon stuff.
Is it Grace?
No, it's Ashley.
No. Ashley.
Yeah.
In the new Resident Evil, she's called Ashley.
Because isn't it like
Ashley from Resident Evil?
No, it's Grace Ashcroft.
There you go. Okay, yeah, sorry, yeah.
So her bit's going to be more traditional survival horror, and Leon's bit's going to be a bit more Resident Evil 4.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Yeah.
I also love the fact you can switch whenever you want from first to third person. So that'd be cool.
Yeah, Devil's Third did that.
Great game.
It's got a great pedigree then.
Right, is that it for the Game Awards, please?
Hang on. So that Mega Man stuff, right?
Oh, yeah. No, not hang on.
Hang
on.
That Mega Man trailer looked rubbish, right? As in, like, the game looked terrible.
I mean, I've never been a Mega Man guy. I've always...
Yeah, it did nothing for me,
You've
but I'm not a fan.
never been a Mega Man. That's the problem.
I'm a Mega Man, just not a Mega Man.
Right, look rubbish. Okay, whatever. I don't want to... Come on, we're done now. Come on,
saying, just bring back Mighty Number 9. That's what I need to do.
But that was just a Mega Man retread.
I know, it was terrible as well.
The way you say that makes me feel sick, James, always. Can we please move on?
Yeah, okay. So that's the Game Awards. That happened. It's done. So
that was very Whedon-esque, James. Wow, that happened.
So win.
Mate, people are gonna hate us. We've got to stop. We've got to stop digging out Metroid.
So, okay, Rockstar have been in the news again because it's basically continuing on the story about the people that were fired. Rockstar have made a statement to IGN where they said Rockstar Games took action against a small group of individuals across the UK and internationally who distributed and discussed confidential information, including specific game features from upcoming and unannounced titles, in a public forum in breach of company policy and their legal obligations. Claims that these dismissals were linked to union membership or activities are entirely false and misleading. So, MP Chris Murray, who is the local MP for Rockstar North, raised the issue of this in Parliament, and even Keir Starmer said that he was concerned about it, but he's concerned about everything.
Got an opinion out of Keir Starmer, bloody hell.
Yeah, and so Chris Murray contacted Rockstar directly to discuss what had been going on, basically. And this is what he said. He said, the meeting began with us as MPs refused entry unless an NDA was signed, a request that was eventually withdrew after it was made clear that we would not be signing this. The meeting only entrenched my concerns about the process Rockstar used to dismiss so many of their staff members. I was not assured their process paid robust attention to UK employment law. I was not convinced that this course of action was necessary, and alarmingly, I did not leave informed on exactly what these 31 people had done to warrant their immediate dismissal. But yeah, Take-Two haven't commented any further on this either. That's where we are. So it's still rumbling on, as it were.
They need to keep pushing on this, don't they?
I was going to say, it's really looking like Rockstar are going to look fucking silly over this.
Yeah.
Like it's
but then also I'm sure they've done the numbers and said, look, we'll get some bad headlines. They've probably, maybe there's a grey loophole, whatever. I'm sure they've probably done the work and they're just accepting that they'll be dragged through the mud. But I don't know, it's interesting.
But if there's
going to be genuine legal repercussions, I think.
Yeah, this isn't a case of them getting bad press. They've broken the law, or they. Yeah. Sorry, I should rephrase that. They have potentially broken the law, or allegedly broken the law. They could, I mean, that is a risk to take based on crunching some numbers, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's interesting where it's going to go. I mean, like someone like obviously Chris Bratt has done reporting. I think done 2 videos so far on People Make Games, and I don't believe him and his team would have done that stuff without seeing enough evidence to really know that they're,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's interesting. I mean, I obviously they're always going to fight back, especially after being mentioned in Parliament. I guess that's probably like, okay, we've got to say something now as a statement. But yeah, I'm interested to see where this goes.
Please follow Chris Bratt on Blue Sky. By the way, absolutely essential. Really, he's brilliant, and the work that he does is absolutely fantastic. So, if you don't know who Chris Bratt is, he's been on the podcast a couple of times. Definitely go and check out his YouTube channel. Yeah, definitely, obviously. But also follow him on Blue Sky. I'm sure you do already. It's like
he needs a little push from us. That's what he needs.
yeah. I'm looking forward to the thank you present next year, Chris, if you're listening, which I know you're not. Okay.
So following on from this, another story was that staff at id Software have now voted to unionize as well. So the Communication Workers of America union said that 165 workers voted yes to creating a bargaining unit, and which will be members of CWA's local 6215 branch. And so Aftermath report that this figure is from a total of around 185 employees. So 165 out of 185 is pretty good.
Really good, yeah.
So id Software producer and a member of the union had this to say. He said, the union is a way for us, the developers, to take back control of the industry we love and to ensure that it delivers high-quality products from high-quality workers who have health benefits and longevity beyond quarterly profits. So, this is a good development. That more.
So does Microsoft still automatically recognise unions? Yeah.
So that's still taking place, because that goes back to June 2022 when they agreed that any staff could form a union. It would be automatically recognised. So that's good.
Cool.
That is good.
The only other bit of news which isn't in the doc was we just had the potential release date for Marathon and some videos that came out, and I thought it looked all right.
It didn't look too bad, did it? That trailer. I mean, it certainly shut us up. We were suggesting that there was no way it was ever going to come out, and we're a little bit more convinced that it is now. They've made it look a little bit more Destiny, a little bit more linked to what they're good at. you know, I do wonder if they should have gone with a Destiny extractions shooter rather than creating a new thing, or not a new thing for those of you that that look at games from fucking ages ago and think they're still relevant.
all those Mac gamers, from.
I think, do you know what? It's funny because I think an extraction shooter is a hard thing to pull off, but I think Arc Raiders has done so much in introducing that genre to a wider audience that
that's
maybe
the thing, isn't it? Because like
giving it another lease of life.
People were saying like, but Arc Raiders is out now, so that's it. Everyone's playing Arc Raiders. It's like, yeah, but it's also brought a lot of new people to the genre. So there might be a lot of people who, when Marathon was last in headlines and stuff, were like, well, I don't really play extraction shooters, but they do now.
So, and there was in the video they put out, there was those little hints that made it like it felt a bit like maybe they're taking some cues. I mean, obviously you can't say that because they've probably been developing this for ages. But there was that whole thing about like if you go in single player, you can like see if you can team up with other people, and maybe they'll betray you and all that kind of stuff. And it's like it felt like there was a bit of a nod to Arc Raiders.
You'd be mad not to have that stuff in this game at this point.
Yeah, like posture stuff. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But it makes sense. I think it makes total sense to do it, and it's not a new IP, as we just mentioned. It's an old game, but it makes way more sense to do that than just Destiny extraction game because of the current kind of view of the Destiny IP. I feel like it makes total sense to start fresh. And I loved. I mean, I love even for the moment it got announced. I love the way it looked. I think it looked so stylish, so cool. Love the use of color. I think it looks class in that regard.
Can't forget that's all
been resolved. Sure.
They've come to an agreement now. Whether that means that we're paying you and it's in, or we're paying you and it's not in. I don't know, but like it's an agreement has been reached. I just think I love the style of this. Like the weapons, the kind of iconography, the way it's looking in the world looks amazing. So we'll see what it's like.
So it's March next year, is that right?
Yes.
Yeah,
and it's got flashbacks of when they showed off Destiny for the first time, Matt, and you were obsessed with the font. Do you remember that?
It's just cool as fuck. Yeah, the typography on this is also good. This is like a $40, £35 game, so that's a good thing. Wasn't it at one point going to be like a full price title?
Yeah.
So
there was rumours that it was going to be 70 quid.
35 quid is that's great. That's what you want if you want to get you and your mates playing.
Feels like another cue they might have taken from Arc Raiders, right? Because that's
totally.
Or
look at
Helldivers,
Helldivers and Arc Raiders both come out lower.
Isn't it mad that that's what we've settled on? That no, that's how much an extraction shooter costs.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Right, is that it for the news?
That is it for the news this week.
Okay, let's get to what you've been playing. There has been a game released this week that I've been really interested to hear what Sean thinks of because you've been following it for a while.
I've been following this.
Skate Story.
Yeah, Skate Story. So this
you have, and there's been some interesting stuff come out around release, isn't it? About how well it runs and whether that relates to certain consoles or not. It's sort of put me off trying it, to be honest with you. Because part of me thinks
I've been playing it on a normal PS5 and it's been great.
Right.
So
okay, cool. Because the story was there was a journalist out there saying don't buy it on console, it's shit. Yeah. And then soon finding out that they were just playing it on a PS5 Pro and it was absolutely dreadful on that.
One of those,
but I don't
worse on the Pro.
Yeah, I don't know how prevalent that is. If that is, everyone's struggling with it on a PS5 Pro. But you're saying it's fine on PS5.
It's been fine for me. Yeah, it's been great.
Good.
So this, as Dave was saying, I've been following this for a long time. Like when it was one of those games that on Twitter. Do you remember Twitter? It would occasionally do the rounds. They would put up like another 5 seconds of footage, and everyone would be like, "Holy shit! Look at this! It looks amazing." So it's a skateboarding game, but like all the clips we were seeing were like it was basically this character just sort of bombing it through these sort of quite narrow environments, and doing tricks and stuff. And then there was like not necessarily enemies, but clearly characters moving around, sort of trying to get at you or whatever, and you're sort of evading them. And just every time it came up, it was like, God, this looks amazing. I wonder when it's coming out. And that was like 7 years ago or something. And then it was a year or two ago, it was sort of announced it had been picked up by Devolver, and I was like, oh, holy shit, it is really happening. But then it went quiet again, and then they said it was coming out this year, and then they said nothing until November, and they were like, oh, it's out in December. Surprise. I was absolutely delighted that it was finally actually coming out. I'm really enjoying it. Surprise. It's the structure of it is more interesting than I'd initially assumed from the the early trailers and stuff. In that there are these sections that are basically they're like just like amazing music videos. In that you are just bombing it down these quite narrow environments, doing tricks and stuff. There are. I mean, I'm like 3 chapters into the game. Maybe there are like enemies later on, but so far it's just been like doing tricks to get through the environment, smashing through gates and stuff, and just marveling at how fucking weird it looks and how great the soundtrack is. But then after each one of those, there's like a little sort of hub area where you're skating around and talking to people and doing little quests and stuff, which usually amount to go here and do some tricks on your skateboard, but they're fun. The writing's really fun. The story, such as it is that so you're a demon made of glass and pain, per the in-game text, and you've made a deal with
Pain
Satan.
spelt.
Oh,
Pain
Pain, sadly.
Okay.
You've made a deal with Satan because all the other demons want you to eat the moon because the moon's so bright in the underworld that it keeps all the demons awake and they can't sleep. And then you eat the moon and then you vomit it up again, and then it turns out there's a load of other moons you need to eat. And also I'm at a bit where I'm having to do Satan's laundry for him. And
you're having to do what? Sorry?
I'm doing Satan's laundry for him.
Oh, Satan's... Okay. And it's wacky.
All through the medium of skating around and generally having a good time. I do think so it's easy to sort of dismiss it as like, oh, it's just fucking weird then, is it? I do think the writing's really good. I think it's genuinely quite funny.
Yeah.
It is very strange, but there's something very like genuinely quite poetic about it. Which marries beautifully with the way the game looks in that I think it says it's New York, but it's clearly it's the underworld, but everything's really abstract and everything looks very strange. And there are elements of like, you'll be in one bit and it's like, oh yeah, that's clearly like a subway station, and there'll be the sort of normal looking signage, but then everything else just looks bizarre.
Does it ever get too much with that? Does it ever get to the point where it's like, actually, this is more distracting or harder to read what you're doing?
Not for me so far. I dare say that will happen. There's certainly been times where I've like misjudged. Like I'm flying down a corridor and there's like spikes either side, and there'll be like a bit of a corner, and I just completely misread it and smash into it. But then the penalty for failure is basically non-existent. You go sort of 2 seconds back and then you just carry on. Like it wants you to just have a good time, basically. The soundtrack is stunning. It's by Blood Cultures, who I was not familiar with beforehand. Apparently, they're a very mysterious band from New York, and it spans like so many genres. It's kind of hopeless trying to describe it. Again, a bit like the visuals. It's just like it's sort of beyond description at times. It's fascinating. I'm already hovering over the soundtrack on vinyl because I'm that wanker now.
Just wait for there to be like a really expensive box set from
Lost in Cult or something.
Oh, Lost in Cult, yeah.
Sean, after our presents today, we're all that wanker now.
That's true, all
we all own a fine piece of vinyl.
It's just been an absolute joy. It's the skating is definitely tricky at times. Obviously, I have to attribute a percentage of that to me just being like, oh, it's not skate.
But also aren't all the things on different buttons that you expect? They're not like the standard skate setup for buttons, right?
It's weird. Like, so basically so for me playing on PS5, the circle button is the ollie button, and then it'll be like, or pressing all your different shoulder buttons in conjunction with that is how you access different flip tricks. And then it's sort of introduced. So like to spin in the air, you don't just hold left or right while you're ollieing. You have to like double tap circle whilst holding the direction, and that will put you into a spin. But then that sort of feeds into, as well as getting points for doing tricks and stuff, there'll be plants growing out of the ground, right? And there's like a point in the game where they're like, oh, you need to get rid of all these plants, and you do that by ollieing at them and spinning around, so like the board's like cutting through the plants. Stuff like that. So these environmental hazards, you have to do certain tricks in order to deal with them. That stuff's been pretty fun so far. I really like it. It's on PlayStation Plus. That's where I'm playing it. I believe it's also on Switch too. I don't know how that runs.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, this is what I was wondering because I'm interested in this as well, and it was like
Yeah.
I saw there was a Switch 2 release, but then I'm a bit not keen after hearing
I would,
what.
yeah, check for footage of it just in case, because as I say, visually it's mad. But then also it's not remotely realistic, so
Cool.
maybe in terms of system overhead, maybe it's actually not that intensive. But yeah, fucking wonderful. Really like it.
Oh, if it's on PlayStation Plus, that's good. I might play that over Christmas in that case.
Have a look.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
I
looks
think I need to
interesting.
check the band out at the very least.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks interesting, and I know, like when we saw that it originally when we saw it in recent years, it looked great. But yeah, no, after watching kind of reviews, I wasn't blown away by it. It looked a little bit more fiddly than I might have liked. So is it more adventure than the skater game, or is it still predominantly a skating game with story and narrative and stuff on top of that rather than
but it's also like obviously Tony Hawk's or Skate or whatever it's all all about massive combos and like maximizing your points and stuff. There's like a bit of that in this, but it's not the main focus. Like, so when you do like a boss fight, the idea is you do a couple of tricks in a combo, and then what you do is you jump into the air and then press circle, and then that slams the board down. So the higher your combo is, the more damage you do. But then I think like each attack is like capped, so that you can't just like, oh well, I'll just do fucking 15 tricks and then just take its health bar off in one go. So you kind of encouraged to like, well, just do a couple of tricks and then slam and then do a couple more. Like, it's not like asking you to do anything major or like or really intense so far.
Okay.
I've got an update on the performance issue.
Oh yeah,
because John Lineman, from what's it called, from
Digital Foundry,
has just tweeted saying, "Can confirm the game is now also on PS5 Pro. Looks like it was just a bug and has been corrected. The game is amazing, so do check it out." So yeah, they put out an optimization bug. So patch rather. Yeah,
definitely have a look. I mean, I know obviously for the sake of this show, it's now going to fall into the Christmas/New Year gap for us, but yeah, it's well worth checking out.
Cool.
Lovely stuff.
All right. Okay. I want to hear from James next, please.
Okay. I mean, I went back to Metroid, but I've only played it probably for another half an hour or so. I've not played very much. I got a bit further. I think I've got 3 now out of the. Is it 5 keys you got to get?
Yeah.
And which feels weird because I don't feel like I've played very much of this game, and I feel like I'm already quite a long way, like through it from that. But then maybe that's just maybe things are going to expand and get bigger. One of the things that I did think about this though was that don't do that, David.
Don't do what?
Do faces like that.
I was looking at the docs. I thought James was just having a breakdown.
No.
No, for me, it's when he said it expands and gets bigger.
Gotcha.
Oh, you mean like a penis?
Yeah. No, specifically James's penis.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Anyway,
who are you talking to there, James? He's talking to he's looking down, saying don't do that. Not now.
I'll tell you what I was thinking about was that with this game is, like, obviously one of the other things that some people don't like is the lack of like fast travel. How you can't fast travel between anywhere. Does feel like that's there to pad out the length. Honestly, because it's like you have to travel between all these locations and it like takes ages. But I don't know.
But yeah, could you not? I mean, could it? But that's it's a Metro game. Like you could have the same criticism by like why can't I fast travel?
For the series,
that makes sense, right?
True. Yeah, I know. I'm just being provocative. But yeah, it's
Why is this review so sexy?
Let me tell you about the bike. No, I hate the bike. It's rubbish.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, I'm going to continue playing it because I want to get my money's worth or something out of it. I don't know.
I sold mine.
Yeah.
That's how you get your money's worth out of it.
Yeah, that's how you get your money back. Yeah, sell it on.
I bought digital.
Also, the person that bought it said they were a TCGS listener, so that was awkward.
Oh, wow.
So, well, don't listen to, but transfer the money before you listen to the whole thing show.
But yeah, so I mean, I will continue it.
If you think hello, I'm only joking. I'm sure you'll like it.
Thanks for the money.
The other game I've been playing is Terminator 2D No Fate, because that's finally come out. Because I've been looking forward to this for a long time because massive fan of the film. It's one of those films that's like formative experience as I was growing up. I like watched it so many times, loved it.
I mean, when you were 18, when you were allowed to watch it, yeah.
Yes, yeah,
Yeah,
obviously, yeah. And because so basically this is like a 2D, I think, can you call it pixel art style? I guess
Yeah.
like sort of like sort of playthrough of like Terminator 2, wherein they take scenes from the film and you sort of you do like it's like Contra, like the actual gameplay is more like sort of Contra, although there are some scenes like things like the the chase with the truck and everything where you're like moving a bike around to try and avoid being hit and stuff like that. So it's very much like kind of a throwback to like Super NES and like Mega Drive like era games. It's the kind of game that, as everyone always says, I wish that this had been the game that had come out when the film came out rather than the stuff that did, because it wasn't very good. But I mean, the main
that old famous phrase that
Can I have it once more,
real
James?
that's the good thing about what it's like that thing everyone says, and then it goes on for about 20 minutes. Everyone
then,
starts
like,
walking off.
And then I was thinking, like, well, you should get an idea. You should get a second pair of glasses because you can't even see.
no, it's just
You're
a load
more
of
than
people.
welcome to come and play in this park.
Yeah.
Sorry, references
just-
stuff no one knows. Go on.
It's just loads of people have said this about this game, and it's true because it is what what the thing was. But
It is what the thing was.
Can we have that saying again, though? What's the saying that they'll say?
I can't remember it, Matt.
It was something like, "I wish this is what came out when they came out with all of those films," and I
It didn't come out, but this came out. I wish it was that when this came out.
Put it on a t-shirt, Sean. Fucking seal it up, boy.
Very small font.
Yeah.
But I mean, the game broadly follows the film, but then also they add additional content. So you got like Sarah training like John at the start of the game, and like John fighting Skynet, in the future, and all that kind of stuff. But I was initially a bit disappointed on my first run through because I played it on easy, and it is like 45 minutes. It's a very
I heard
short
it's
game.
shorter than the film. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very short, and I kind of felt like key scenes were missing as well. Like stuff that I would wanted to have done was not there. But then I found that actually that stuff is there. It's just that you have to play it on harder difficulties, and then you get more options, and there are more things that can happen.
I was going to say because in the trailers and stuff they made some noise over the fact that there's like alternate timelines stuff you can do, and
and it totally has that, because I mean, like one of the major ones is I mean, there's a scene that was cut from the theatrical release of the film, which was the scene where they have the option of like reprogramming like T800 so that it can learn new things basically, and it's like so the CPU is not on just read only, and that was like added back into like subsequent releases that came out, and that's one of the options. Like you can choose whether you're going to do that or not, and that impacts the story as it goes on. But then there's also other ones as well, which if you play on harder difficulties, which I mean I'm only on the medium one now because it's quite tough. Like the running it through it on easy is very, very easy, but then it's the medium is quite a step up. In the later levels it's quite difficult, but I want to play more because I'd like to see what other options they have. And in particular, I mean, I remember one of the options that I saw that somebody else was playing was like how if you're like the T800 and you're only allowed to shoot people in the knees and stuff like that at like certain points because you're not supposed to kill people and stuff like that, which is quite good. And I mean, I ended up creating one of my playthroughs. I ended up creating like a different future where John is just like totally disgusted with like his mum because of what Sarah's done like during the game, because of the choices that I made, and they just become completely estranged, which is kind of quite interesting. But the combat feels incredibly good. Like it reminds me of like RoboCop versus Terminator. Like it really feels like that, like to me. And also, did any of you ever play like Alien 3, like on the Mega Drive?
I didn't, but I'm aware.
No.
Yeah, another one you mean. Yeah,
because that's it feels a lot like that as well. Like it's, and like the meatiness of the guns and everything. I mean, the whole thing is nostalgia. Like it's entirely nostalgia. Like it's got like one scene is like the bar when you turn up as like as the T800, and it goes, it's the same music playing as like in the film, and it's just like, this is so good. And as I said, it's very short, but there is a lot there to like unlock as well. There's like a boss rush mode and all that kind of stuff. And I just think like some of the complaints about the length, I think it's fair if you're only playing it through on easy, but I think there's a more here if you really want to challenge yourself as well, and that also opens up other options as well for the story. So it's good. It's exactly what I wanted, really. Like out of this game. It's very good.
nice.
Cool.
The only other thing I played this week was it was Karma: The Dark World, and this was the game that was recommended at the Christmas party by James, like the other James who was at the party, and I played it through it over the weekend, and
as opposed to you.
It's just a funny sentence.
This was recommended at the party by James, the other James at the party.
Not this James. A different James.
So the game is a first-person like detective-style game where you're working for this thing called the Thought Bureau, and you're investigating a crime that has taken place in a scientific institute in a world which is a kind of like 1984-esque sort of like dystopia. And it's the gameplay is this sort of mixture of sort of relatively simple puzzles, although they do get a little bit tougher later on, exploration, and then there's also like these like horror elements to it as well that do involve chases. There are quite a few chases that take place, which are kind of horrible. And your character has this ability to like drill down into the minds of people and see recreations of their actions, and so you're sort of living their recreations. And the whole hook of the thing is that you're as the central character it becomes increasingly clear that you're a major part of this story that's taking place, but you don't really know what's true and what's not true, from what you're seeing from these recreations. And so, I mean, I can't say a huge amount more without completely spoiling like the whole thing, but the game is, I mean, if you don't like games that have ambiguity, because this game is really about the idea of like the nature of reality and what you take from this. And that's, if you hate there not being like clearly defined endings, you will not like this at all, because like by the ending of this game, it has very thought-provoking, very interesting ending, but it's not a clear-cut ending at all. It's really, and what's really quite clever about the writing, I think, of this.
What I take from that, James, because you messaged us that exact quote in the week after completing it, is that you didn't like the ending of this game.
No, I did.
That's the feeling I got from you.
No, I did.
Really?
No, because one of the things I found interesting about it was the fact that it's. I would say it's very well written, because you can interpret the ending in many different ways. And I had a look online. There's like whole subreddit threads like discussing what this can possibly mean, and all of them kind of work. Like logically, they all work, but they're all really radically quite different. What your sort of interpretation of what this actually means is, and that, I mean, I would say that's a sign of good writing. That this has been put together very well. And there's also, I mean, the other thing it does is that by drilling down into these people's sort of consciousnesses and their experiences, you also get these really nice, like, well, not nice because they're awful, sort of stories, about
the opposite of nice.
No, as in like, they're really well like sort of put together, like sort of smaller stories about characters that give this sort of like emotional resonance to what's going on around you as well. And it's they're very well put. I mean, one of them is brilliant, like the way it's put together. But then again, not really sure if it's true or not. But then does that matter? And it's very interesting. And as I said, I'd recommend it if you're fine with it being something that you have to interpret yourself. But if you don't like
no
that, then...
thickies, says James.
No, it's a bit like, well, no, because what was that?
Yeah, is that you saying don't play this, Dave?
No, it's not. It's you probably would like it.
Fucking should be. Oh really?
But no, you don't like with Paradise Killer, Sean. You know how that was very much like that as well. Like by the end.
Yeah, by the end you can just be like, I decide who's guilty and who isn't.
Yeah,
and that's
it's like my interpretation of what this is. And there's an aspect of that with this as well, as in like you're deciding what you're taking from this game. And I mean, it also looks brilliant. It looks really quite impressive.
Yeah, when it was mentioned on the Christmas party, like everything that was used to describe it sounded right up my street. But like in terms of the horror, is it mostly being chased? Because I don't like being chased.
There's quite a lot of being chased.
Oh, okay, fuck that.
It does
I can't
happen
do
quite
Because this looks fantastic. It looks exactly like the kind of stuff I'd love. But I
mean, it's also like there's sections in it though that, I mean, the slight downside for me was there's sections in it which are What are you doing that for, David?
Oh, because I just thought of a joke and I thought it's not even fucking good enough to say. I was gonna say. So Matt, how do you feel about the Paw Patrol? Like, and then I just thought I was gonna say it, and then I just thought I'm not.
Oh
gonna say it.
Jesus! I mean,
Yeah, exactly. And then James had to comment on my face.
I thought you were taking the piss for some reason.
No, you know when we're recording this podcast, is it my face you're looking at all the time? Because it seems like I can't do anything without you commenting on my face.
Well, you say the same thing about me. You always say I'm watching you. So like,
I am
what you're doing.
100% watching you more than anyone else. I'm obsessed with you. You're like the best attraction in a zoo. Like, you're the one you're the lion. I'm going straight to that fucking lion or the giraffe.
Yeah,
one of the two.
Don't know how to take that, but yeah, it's it's good. It's a good game.
Cool.
okay, but the biggest scare is the chasing, not horror. Okay,
It's I mean, it's mostly the chasing. I didn't really find it scary, but you know, it's I mean, because Rachel saw me playing some of it and she was really intrigued. And like something happened, and she jumped, and she was like, "What is wrong with you? You didn't even flinch." And I'm just, I know, but it's just go.
I'm a hard bastard.
No, I'm just expecting it. I've played so many of these sort of games. It's like you know when it's coming. It's, yeah,
no.
It's good though.
Matt, you've been freaking out about Game of the Year. Clearly, what have you been playing this week?
I've been playing a little bit of Clair Obscur Expedition 33.
Have you finished?
I'm playing this. Huh?
Have you finished it?
I've not finished it. No, that was certainly my intention, but I mean, I'm off now, but there's not going to happen now. Yeah, I mean, I've wanted to get back into this because I only played like 2 or 3 hours before, and everything that I saw of it made it sound like it's something I'd love. Also, the fact that it's like relatively short for one of these games, it's not like 110 hours like I had to put into Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. And yes, I'm still only like 10 hours in. So is it like a 40-hour game or 60-hour game?
Oh no, you can do it in like half that if you mainline it.
I mainlined it and did it. I think it's about 35 hours.
Oh, was it okay?
Like that. Yeah, it was.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, I've been really eager to get back into this because I mean, obviously it's been winning awards and stuff, but everything I saw when I played it first time, just like visually, it's so unique, or at least it seems unique to me. Like there's a stunning underwater bit. Only this is like 2 to 5 hours into the game, where you're underwater. You're underwater. It looks unbelievable. Like it's so creative, and like the use of color, a bit like what I mentioned with Marathon, but the use of color is like really, really vibrant and bright, no matter really kind of where you are in this game, and I think it's really interesting, and it's intricate, and it's the art style is just really, really attractive to look at, and you want to kind of poke around corners to see what kind of new boss designs there are, and I'm only 10 hours in. I was really hoping to like smash the living daylights out of it and say, "Hey guys, I finished it." Hey, no, what a lovely surprise! But it's just probably not going to happen now, I don't think. But I'm really glad I got into this. What I'm gonna regret is I didn't play it sooner, and then I won't ever finish my game in a year, and then come back in January. I'm like, fucking hell, what an idiot! Why didn't I do this?
I think you can get after 10 hours of it. I think I put about 8 in, and I think
was that still Act 1?
I can't remember. I got when you first meet the mime character that you're not supposed to fight straight away. It's probably about an hour or 2 after that, the first one of those you meet. So maybe not 8, maybe it was 4.
I was going to say it's quite early on that. Yeah.
I mean, it was on the top of a little cliff bit. Was it a bubble world or something? I can't remember.
The sort of watery one Matt was talking about.
The watery world,
okay, So there's an earlier one you can see, but so maybe.
Oh right, yeah. So I was like towards the end of the watery world bit. I might have even done the boss in that area, but there's a mime in the tutorial segment. Says Scientologist. I must have missed that. You can. I know you're saying you want to finish it, and I get that. But I think you can see a lot of what people love about that game quite early on.
Yeah, the story is so intriguing and interesting, and I hear that it goes into all sorts of crazy places that you don't even expect. But even as a general concept is interesting, and the character, like the dialogue between the characters, feels really real and normal. It's not like again, so far it doesn't feel like you're standing kind of, like Final Fantasy or those kinds of games. It feels very grounded actually in the language they're using. Gustav has his own kind of reasons for doing things, and there's disagreements between him and is it Loon or Luna, like the other person you got in your party early on. And yeah, I think it's just really interesting, like their dynamic and why they're doing certain things, and just the general concept is cool as fuck. So there's not one thing at the moment I don't like about it. I mean, I'm still trying to get like the timing down for parrying and dodging. I watched like because I must have played like the first 2 to 4 hours like when it come out, or very, very soon after it come out. So I thought, okay, I better watch some videos about things, things to know before you play, just to refresh my memory. And like one video said, actually for parrying, actually do it. It's not the same as a parrying, saying like a Sekiro, where you want to time it exactly as the hit hits you. It's actually like you kind of have to wait a couple of beats and then do it. And since doing that, I feel like I'm having a bit more luck with the parrying. Okay. Yeah, but I love the fact that you can go into a battle and you do like the free aim with your gun before you actually do like kind of the turn-based stuff. I think it makes it interesting. You can you can't get crits with that as far as I'm aware. But anyway, I feel like the combat system is interesting. There's things called pictos, which are like little kind of skills you can upgrade them, and you can spread them around your party. So there's loads of different layers to the battle system that I'm still in its early days, still getting my head around. But yeah, I mean, everything about it is good. I mean, and I actually like the music. I can see why, if you just hear that, but I think it's atmospheric as hell, and I don't mind it.
The soundtrack has loads of amazing moments in it.
Totally, yeah.
My only problem with it just has no chill whatsoever. Like everything's dialed up.
Yeah,
like, it's just.
There's one section
for me, look, just explain, and I shouldn't need to. Like, I know I've been getting a lot of shit for this opinion. It's the vocals that really piss me off. Like the actual music itself is incredible, and there's some fucking really good tracks on it, even in the short amount of time that I played the game. But it is literally the vocal work in it that I just really, I find it annoying. Yeah, like that's all. Like
that was the problem I had, because there was one section in that game where I was in this section for a very long time, and it was basically the same thing on loop, like over and over again, and it was the same vocal like track on loop. And by the end, I was like, I cannot listen to this anymore. It's doing my head in. It's really irritating. Whereas if it had been without the vocal, it would have been less irritating. It's just that it was so, like you said, there's no chill at all. It's just like it was too full on, like constantly.
Yeah.
The loads of the soundtrack is amazing. And yeah, I mean, if you're enjoying it this much, I obviously don't go mad trying to finish it for. I mean, if it.
You know me, Sean.
Week, who knows? I would say from what the stuff you're already enjoying about it, I think your affection for it will only grow as you.
Yeah, I've heard. I heard it goes really crazy and does really great things. So yeah, so if I'm even enjoying the basic content right now, I can only imagine what I'm gonna be like when it has some twists and turns. So yeah, really enjoying that, and I'm gonna wish I played it much sooner in the year and did more of it and whatnot. But so far, so very good. So that's kind of it, really.
I wanted to play a new game this week. I wanted to play Skate Story, and I've just it's been so fucking busy, and I've said a million times I'm so tired that I just thought, you know what, I'm just gonna play Battlefield 6. So I played Battlefield 6 all weekend. There's got nothing new to add. I think it's fucking one of the best multiplayer shooter games in years. Love it. I love it. Like, I'm so into it. Like,
do you love this now more than you loved Black Ops 6? Because you were really into that, and for different ways.
Good question. I think it's a better game. Am I into it? Possibly. I think the Black Ops 6 stuff lasted for a long, long time, and this has lasted for a fair amount of time already. But we'll see. I love it. I want to boot it up. But Saturday night, I was on my own. Joe went out for the evening, and I messaged my mates and said, right, who's on Battlefield 6 then? And no one replied, so I just played it on my own for 3.5 hours. Like, it is, I love it. I love Battlefield 6. It's fucking excellent. It is insane that you're not into this, Matt. It's insane, knowing how much you love Battlefield.
Yeah, and I think I will be over Christmas. I just haven't. I mean, I've also just been knackered, yeah, I mean, if it's so annoying, I'm like, okay, I'm going to play this game tonight, I'm going to do Clair, I'm going to play more, this and that, and I've got loads of games to mop up on before Game of the Year, but then it gets late, and I'm like, I'm just very tired, I'm just going to put on something on Netflix, because I haven't got the brain capacity.
Text me, man. We'll play Battlefield.
Yeah. I've got
Ian's
a pretty
got it
empty,
now.
pretty empty Christmas now. So yeah, I think we should get into it.
Play with Ian. Lovely old job.
Arc
yeah.
Raiders,
bang
Matt.
up for
Arc
that.
Raiders.
I've got that as well. I haven't even started that.
Yeah. I mean, I've
to
watched
play
so
for
much Arc Raiders stuff that that burnt peanut guy. Honestly, just some of his videos I fucking love. Again, slightly concerned about how much I should be vocal of my appreciation of his
I think he's
clips
fine.
when
I
I
think
don't.
you're all right.
Good. But that guy makes me want to play that game. There is no doubt about
Not me,
it.
not
Sorry,
your mate
Sean.
Sean, who keeps
A
saying how good it
virtual
is.
peanut.
Yeah, okay.
Well, John will say the same. He's been trying to
Oh,
convince me
well,
to play
that's
that game for
usually
ages.
that's the double tick system.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it is. It got to the point where, because that game come out just before Lumines Arise, and I knew I was going to pile time into that.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Sean,
right.
can we play it over Christmas?
Yeah, 100%, man.
Because I'll take my Portal with me and it works on that, and I want to play a bit of that.
Yeah, 100%.
That's good.
Yeah, I love that.
Right. It's time.
Oh god, is it time?
That's what we've been playing. It's time for the draft, the Game of the Year show draft
Okay.
for 2025. For those of you that are joining us for the first time, we do Game of the Year show a little bit differently over these parts. The idea is we each nominate 4 games and a wild card. We take it in turns to nominate a game for Game of the Year. And we end up with 4 games each. And then we choose a wild card. The wild card goes to the public vote. And whichever wins that has to replace one of the 16 games we've collectively chosen. And the person that chose that wild card has immunity from their game being removed from the pool of games. Next week, we will be pulling those games out of a hat, one by one, to face off against each other. A game needs 3 votes to get through to the next round, and it ends up in a final. And it never goes the way we think it's going to go. And there's always tactics being played. And this is going to be quite a year, because the list of games we're going to end up with after this draft is going to be crazy. We'll explain how to vote on the wild card later, but first we need to come up with our 4 games. And in doing so, we need to decide on an order. The order has always been random, but this year I have decided that what I've done, a couple of days ago, I wrote our names on a piece of paper, I screwed them up, and I put them into cases that were in a drawer next to my desk. So I don't want to be responsible for pulling the names out of the hat. So you guys have to pick a case, and we'll see who's inside it. The first case I've got is Mario Power Tennis on the GameCube. That is the first case you can choose from. The second case, an absolute classic here, Mass Effect Andromeda is the game. That's the press copy.
Yeah.
I did not pay for that and still gave it like a 4 out of 10.
You also haven't resold it, so you're doing all right.
I don't. Yeah, no, I'm not about that life. The next game is a very personal one for me when it comes to Game of the Year. It is Red Dead Redemption 2, the game that got beaten by a VR game. Astrobot.
Nothing inherently wrong with
fucking
VR.
wild.
A great VR game.
Yeah.
And the last one that you get to choose from is Bros, the documentary on Blu-ray, which is an actual, absolutely classic documentary. I'm not even fucking around.
No.
If you have not seen this, go and fucking see it. Like,
No,
it's
it's
one of the
amazing.
funniest things you will ever see in your life.
It's just that scene with the picture of the dog on the wall. That was the
that was a good one.
that was awesome.
Or the failed attempt to try and get conkers legalized in British schools. Look, I genuinely do not know who's in which case, so I'm excited, and I'm going to give Sean the first dibs. What case would you like me to open?
Oh, it's got to be Bros.
We're going with Bros. We're going in big here. Okay, here we go. Here's Bros. I've already seen what name it is. This will be controversial. It's me.
Oh no!
Upside down. It's
They
me.
all got your name in. Is that...
I just thought Sean would definitely pick Bros. There's no way. Right, I need to bring my list up. Shit, I didn't. Okay, well look, it's got to be right. It's got to be Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. So that is going to be my first pick.
Yeah.
Right, James, what's your next case?
Can I have Mass Effect Andromeda, please?
You can have Mass Effect Andromeda.
He's a big fan, so
This one is Matt is the second to be picked out. Go on, Matt.
Blueprints.
Blueprints. Some big games coming out
I
already.
can't remember if we said it. We're not supposed to comment.
No, we're not allowed to comment on each
yeah.
other's picks at this stage.
Yep.
That kind of loses its way towards the end. Matt, you got the last pick: Red Dead Redemption 2 or Mario Power Tennis.
I'll go Mario Power Tennis.
Yeah, because you'd never pick fucking Red Dead Redemption 2, would you?
I've got to be consistent.
And the last name out of the hat is, well, second to last, Sean.
Hello,
Sean,
it's me.
what's your first pick?
Death Stranding 2.
Okay. James.
Ghost of Yote.
Okay. Now it's back to me. I'm going to go Dispatch.
Damn it. Sorry.
Matt.
I'm gonna go Baby Steps.
Baby Steps for Matt. Sean.
Arc Raiders.
We can't comment, can we? Okay.
No. This is nervy now.
What have you got to
This
say
is
about Arc Raiders, Matt?
No, okay. What I was going to say is, what's weird is I recognise both of Sean's games so far. This is not a Sean year. This is so
No,
weird.
that's-
Yeah.
I've heard of both of these.
I want cutscenes. I want 3D graphics.
James.
Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Okay. Is it back to me?
Yeah.
Lumines Arise. Matt. Shit.
Okay, I'm gonna go. The Silence of Blake Manor.
Okay, we are down to Sean's third pick.
Keep driving.
He's back. He is back. The boy is back in town. Keep driving. James Farley.
Split Fiction.
Interesting. Okay. Right, we're down to our last picks. I don't know what to go for. I don't know what to go for here. I don't know what to go for.
I don't assume it's not like you've run out. It's just you don't know what to
Oh God, no! I've got so
yeah.
many games in front of me. It's fucking wild. Oh fuck! I'm gonna go for it then. Battlefield 6.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I'm happy with that, but also, okay. Matt.
Yeah, what do I go for here?
Matt, have you run out?
Well, yes and no. No, I've finished. It doesn't matter. It's not about that. Right. Oh man. So I'm gonna go for and Roger.
That's annoying.
Okay. Sean, last pick.
Oh, it's mad because I know the answer, but then I'm looking at the list.
Yeah, that's what
things I
got me.
can't
Yeah,
nominate.
there's stuff that I'm going to be really upset that's not in this.
Yeah.
But we've still got a wild card, so.
Shinobi, Art of Vengeance.
That was on my list.
Yep,
Yeah, I was blown away, David. It hadn't chose that.
I thought James would, so that was one of the sort of, yeah, okay. Also, I've not finished it, believe it or not, but I should finish that now.
Me neither, to be fair.
James Farley.
Promise Mascot Agency.
Okay.
Respect.
Right, so that's our 16 games. I will bear with me because this is going to be hard to do the way I've done this. But so my games are Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Dispatch, Lumines Arise, and Battlefield 6. Matt, your picks were Blueprints, Baby Steps, The Seance of Blake Manor, and Roger. Sean, yours was Death Stranding 2, Ark Raiders, Keep Driving, and Shinobi Art of Vengeance. And James, you had Ghost of Yotai, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Split Fiction, and Promise Mascot Agency. That is an incredible list of games. Like, that is the strongest 16 games we've ever had going into a Game of the Year show.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
But now we got the wild cards. I really, really, really didn't want to go first on the wild cards. I'll be honest with you. I was hoping to go last, if anything, because I wanted to see. I wanted to see how the wild cards were playing out.
Let's see what shit James pulls out.
I had 2 games. Well, I had a few games on my list that I wanted to go for the wild card. I've been thinking about it all week. I changed my decision this morning.
What was it between?
I will tell you at the end. Have you run out of games, Matt? Matt's run out of games.
No, no, I guess.
My nomination
Yep.
for the wild card is 6-7 by Limmy.
He's on James Farley.
Matt.
He's still a Farling.
Clair, Obscur, Expedition 33.
Oh my god, that wasn't in the. Oh my god, that wasn't in the 16.
Yeah, because I was
That has only just hit me.
I thought that was your plan, Sean.
I got back up.
Sean,
Yep.
what's your
Hades 2.
nomination?
Hades 2.
Hades 2. Oh
Fuck.
my god, Hades 2.
That was mine.
Oh,
James.
I can't wait to come after this then. Here we go. Everyone strap in.
This is a big problem now.
Is it?
I think there's an obvious choice that hasn't been. I'll say this. I
Yeah.
think there's an obvious choice that hasn't been picked yet.
There's 2 biggies.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm going to do? I've just decided because I've been.
Are you going to go rogue for a year?
I was toying. I've been toying with this idea, but I don't know if I should do it or not.
Oh no. What?
Well, that's your
Is
decision to make.
is it bullshit? Is it actually a video game?
Oh no, it's absolutely a video. It's
Okay.
very much a video game.
Okay.
Oh, okay. This could go anywhere.
Oh, do I do it? Do I do it? Is the question.
I cannot wait to hear what you're going to come out
before,
with.
So
Yeah, you're not going to not do it now, are you?
I mean, it's going to have to be Metroid Prime 4, isn't it?
Oh, I was not expecting
Oh,
that.
right. That is not. That is a stinker. Oh,
Yeah,
my God.
that's-
That is not.
oh my god,
Right,
master
okay.
tactician.
Yeah, there's so many
right.
options here. I thought, Sean, there's one of yours I can't believe you didn't choose.
Oh, go on.
We can talk about this now a bit more freely.
Can we talk
Yeah.
right now?
Right.
Yeah,
Well, let's just put a line under it. The wild cards, and you'll get to vote on this when.
Yeah, so wildcard vote will go live midday on Wednesday, the day this podcast comes out. If you're listening to it on the podcast, what I'm going to do is it will be a Google form this year because no polls on Blue Sky and Twitter is Twitter. So it'll be a Google form to vote. Go to tcgs.co. One of the links there will be the TCGS Game of the Year Draft 2025 vote or poll. Go there, click there, vote on Google Forms, and then that vote will last, or it will be live from Wednesday midday all the way until Sunday midday, and that is it. So you got, was it 3 or 4 days? 4 days. TCGS.co to place your vote from Wednesday at midday.
Okay. Can I quickly just say I have one game as my Game of the Year show, wild card since February, and I changed it this morning. And you're going to kick yourself, James. Here, I think my wild card was going to be Farley Bird. I have literally had that. I've literally had that
game.
in my list of games with Wildcard next to it, all the way up until yesterday. I thought, what happens if one of those guys picked it? Fuck. And then I remembered Limmy has an insanely big following, and I need to protect my games.
Oh, right,
So-
okay. Very good. Yeah,
So
Sean,
let's see where I'm going to be posting up the fucking poll in the next week.
Sean, you didn't choose Citizen Sleeper 2.
No, I didn't.
I thought that would be a slam dunk for you.
Oh
It
my
was
God,
definitely-
of
Because
course.
you
it
actually
was
said
like-
you preferred to the first one, didn't you?
It was like up there, obviously. I think probably, sort of thinking slightly tactically, like, well, there's no way I'm going to get another Citizen Sleeper game to win. And
Totally. I mean, there's a lot of chat. There's a lot of talk in the chat about Silksong. I cannot believe you're surprised about that. I mean,
yeah.
let me
if you
read
listen
the
to the
games.
show, you'd know.
Let me read the games that I had on my list that I really struggled with not nominating. Lego Voyagers. I didn't nominate it because I knew it would go out really early, possibly even before the start, because I was the only one that really fell in love with that. I told you why I loved it in the week, Sean, and I just fucking loved that game. I was in bits. Ball Pit, another game that I really enjoyed this year that really should have made the list. Doom: The Dark Ages, I fucking adored that game. I thought it was excellent. But then, probably not in my top 5 games for the year. Anyway, Mario Kart World. No Mario Kart
I really
World.
thought James had chosen that. I thought that was going to be his wild card.
No. I'd completely forgotten. That's it. Which
Brilliant.
Which
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 I also had on my list. Time Flies and Sectori also on my list, but didn't get nominated.
Yeah, I mean, I also
But when you look at that list,
Sorry, go on.
no, go on. No, I want to hear what you.
So I also had Ghost Town because I feel like it's ridiculous.
Yes.
That it's been a long time since we've had a VR game on this list, and it does deserve to be up there, I think. Monster Train 2, fucking love that, and Dynasty Warriors Origins, I thought was fantastic as well. But yeah, it's just such a packed year. It's ridiculous. Like,
Yeah.
It has been an insane year for games.
this has been like the first year for like years. I think I didn't nominate a Yakuza game because even though there was one, there was Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii, but it was. Just
That's right. Yeah. It
just
wasn't up to
wasn't-
scratch.
I didn't think it was.
Don't worry, there's 7 of them coming out next year. I'm sure one of them will make it.
Yeah, I really loved Expelled, but I don't think anyone else really got into that.
Yeah, I played that. It was.
Yeah, Despelote was okay, but
it was great.
That was on my list, Matt, as a possible. Yeah.
I mean, to a T, obviously, I was like, do I do that as the the
The
wild card?
story that come out today about that.
Yeah.
The developer saying that they're thinking about leaving the games industry now because 2T did so badly.
Well, why looking at me?
I mean, it was
shit.
shit. It was
Because
shit.
I saw some stuff on Blue Sky, people being like, "Oh, you've got to support this stuff, or else." People... I was like, "Yeah, but I didn't like the game though."
No, it wasn't very good at all.
Like,
Right. Okay.
Metroid Prime 4, James. That's actually quite
I know
normal
we've
for
been
you.
through. I know we've been through it before, but let's just quickly run through these games because it's quite an insane list of games this year. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Blueprints, Death Stranding 2, Ghost of Yotei, Dispatch, Baby Steps, Ark Raiders, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Lumines Arise, Sands of Blake Manor, Keep Driving, Split Fiction, Battlefield 6, and Roger, Shinobi Art of Vengeance, Promise Mascot Agency. And the wild cards that you get to vote on are 6-7 by Limmy, Clair Obscur, Hades 2, and Metroid Prime 4. That is mad, isn't it? How is Mario Kart not on any of this? Because that was brilliant. It just was.
Yeah.
It wasn't a big step up from Mario Kart 8. That was it. Like, it's nuts, really. 6-7. Right. Has anyone played it?
Yeah,
No.
of course.
How long is it going to take me to finish?
12 seconds.
12 seconds.
Okay. I'll see what I've got time. No one went for Lost Records. Interesting. I thought that was giving your maybe that was giving your thing, James. But
Lost Records come out this year. Fucking hell.
Yeah, that was not going to happen.
Wasn't
I
was-
never
what
wrote it
about the
down,
other
but
one, the double
altars,
exposure?
the altars,
Double Exposure started last year, didn't it?
The Altars was another very good one. That was on my list for a while, but I
Yeah.
never got deep enough into it to be able to put it on my list. So, yeah, shit.
What? A year.
And I'm blown away, Dave. You didn't choose Shinobi. I really thought that would be one of the first ones you
I
chose.
kind of went for that thinking you
Before
were gonna
Dave
go
gets
the other
it,
way.
But did I like it more than Battlefield 6, Lumines Arise? That's the problem with going first.
Yeah.
That is the problem with
Yeah,
going
yeah.
first. You know, you don't get to see what others pick. Like, I as much as I love Shinobi, did I like it as much as Battlefield 6, Lumines, Dispatch, or KCD2? Find out next week.
Yeah.
On
And I can't believe I actually got
to.
to. I mean, Claire Obscur was always going to be my wild card pick. Always.
Yeah, I also
I
have
can't believe I managed to get that.
I was expecting
Could you
it from
imagine
Sean,
if 6-7
but,
from Limmy beats Clair Obscur?
It's possible. You
wild-
get him to retweet it,
By
or
a true
Whatever.
democratic process, not
Yeah.
like Jeff's shit show.
Right. Okay. Okay, next week's going to be fun.
I genuinely
Should we
can't wait.
do-
I mean, it's going to be nerve wracking, but I think, yeah, like, I've said a few times this year, like, I don't think there's a single game in that list that I'm like, nah, that's going nowhere near.
The first,
You know what I mean?
deciding what game gets kicked out is going to be fucking impossible.
That's going to be painful.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
I've got a couple.
yeah, I've got one.
Really?
Sights.
Really?
hell.
You've got a couple here that you want to kick out.
Well, maybe one or two.
All right.
Interesting. Well, you need
Okay,
one.
interesting.
Interesting.
Okay. All right.
I think
Let's
it's
do
probably
a
one of
couple of
Blueprints,
questions.
Baby Steps, Sans Blade Man, or and Roger. That's my guess.
And
Shall we
Roger
do a
was
couple
on my
of
list, Matt. I was
questions?
disappointed.
Oh.
That was what I wanted to go for.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's do a couple of questions and then get out of there.
Do a couple of questions. Don't send us any questions because it's the Game of the Year show next week. Sewage. Is it like sewage? Is that what's
Yeah, I think that's what they're going for.
Okay, cool. It says a situation has occurred where Netflix has released Red Dead Redemption, and the only way I'm going to be able to play it is on my phone. After giving up on touch controls within 30 seconds, can the panel please advise on which is the best phone bracket / backbone type controller to use? Also, is lag going to be an issue at all, or not really? Thanks. Thumbs up emoji.
Surely you've just said it.
Yeah,
Backbone
yeah,
style
backbone's really
controllers.
good.
Isn't the
If
backbone
you
meant to be really
are,
good?
Skint, the very funny name, but the Game Sir phone controllers are really good. You can literally, if you go on AliExpress, they do ones for like 10, 15 quid, and they're perfectly decent. And they're all USB-C connectors, so no lag issues, or at least not to my eyes. Anyone else got any recommendations before we move on?
I can only recommend the Backbone because it was good when I tried it, but never use it anymore because I use a Portal instead, which is better.
Oh, money
Just get
bags.
Portal.
I think there's only one answer for this, and that is the DLC Go, PS4 controller, tablet / phone mount, foldable PS4 controller, smart clip holder clamp, mount stand for phones and tablet with OTG cable, gaming holder, ground market for PlayStation 4 Slim Pro, which is a product review that James did on our YouTube channel.
I watched that the other day.
Yeah.
I watched that the other day, and it fucking makes me laugh so much. The amount of times James Farley font comes up in the movie.
So yeah,
I remember you having the ump with me about that.
controller
when
on
I
that
did
channel.
that. You said, "Oh, can you remove some of the? Well, I don't want my name all over it all the way through."
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, that's the thing.
Dave
I
said
did.
no.
You
You
just
went
stick
through
my
some
name
weird
all over
phase
it.
of just going, "Hey, man, I'm a serious guy, and you can't do this to me." Yeah, it was
Just
weird.
don't care anymore. It's
He's
just
trying to be a tech journalist, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm sure the answer
Yeah,
probably is
he was.
Backbone. I mean, I had a Razer key sheet that doesn't work now,
yeah.
but they had updated it for USB-C. I mean, it was fine. I think the new one has like better sticks and stuff, but Backbone does look good.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's got its own OS, isn't it, with like game capture and stuff and
Oh, right,
clips. Yeah, I think it has.
Cool. Final question comes from Maria Mendieta, because of course it does. Dear TCGS Kensuke Tanabe, the opening bit about Metroid Prime 4 Beyond leading into your true feelings on the game made for some great gotcha podcasting. I truly did not expect David to loathe it with all of his being. In light of your thoughts on the game, if you were asked to replace Miles and work as a mechanic repairing Samus's motorbike, what kind of small talk would you make with her? Keep up the stellar work. Sincerely, Maria.
Ask what do you think's a sand? I guess.
Yeah, would you make a stand?
Yeah.
Or you'd be like, so
Yeah, but she's not in
this-
Star
is this-
Wars.
Is this
Yeah.
one of the weeks where you've got all of the powers or none of them again? Is that...
So I'd say, legitimately, what happens to your body when you go into that little ball thing?
Yeah.
And
Does
like,
it hurt?
not in a pervy way.
No, yeah.
No,
Does
no.
it
Like in a
hurt? Does it feel
legitimate-
like,
yeah.
you know?
God, that probably is like a weird fetish for some people, isn't it?
Ball people?
Turning into a little ball.
A little.
Probably.
I mean, that's going to be very niche
Shall I
considering
go-
humans
shall I
can't do
go-
Yeah,
it.
but you can, people are into all sorts, Matt.
Yeah.
Not me.
No,
Other
no,
people.
I know what
you're
I know
regular.
what you'd ask,
Go on.
James.
Hang on.
What sweets do you remember from the 80s? What like the bars did you
Twizzlers.
like?
Do you remember Fuse bars?
Let me tell you wouldn't understand, Samus. In this planet, you can't get anniversary cards past 6 p.m. You don't understand.
I mean,
Up yours.
I guess the only thing you really can do with her is probably play charades
Yeah, that's true,
because
since never
she can't
speaks.
talk. So charades is like the only thing you can do to like pass the time.
Yeah.
So just
Is
charades,
there
I
a
guess,
game
all day
called?
long.
Is there a film called the Ball? Should be really good at that. 2 words. First word. 2. Second word.
More.
yeah, the ball.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, can you money
Maybe
ball?
Moneyball. Moneyball. You just do that.
Yeah.
Burst in the ball.
And then-
do
And
like
then
rub your fingers
the ball.
together and then
Yeah.
turn into a ball. Lovely old job. What a great game of charades. Samus.
But she might have seen popular movies. You know,
That was a popular movie.
other ones aren't ball puns.
Okay.
Home
Well,
Alone,
I
for
can't think of
instance.
any, to be honest. I can't think of a single movie that isn't a ball pun, Matt. Good luck trying to get one,
Hang on,
idiot.
No, Lion King.
Yeah, that is one.
That's one.
Thank you so much for living it. No, socials, Matt. Let's get to socials.
Yeah. So this, let's scroll to the top of this document. So yeah, so just these dates are correct. So Trombone Champ Christmas concert. That's now Saturday,
Yes.
the 20th at 9 p.m. It's on twitch.tv/TCGS That is the now annual tradition of Sean's Trombone Champ Christmas concert. Saturday 20th at 9 p.m. Don't think there's going to be a baby steps stream.
I mean,
James is busy. There may or may not be, but keep them peeled, I guess, on our Twitch channel.
if
That's-
there is, it'll be on Thursday. That's the but
Okay.
there might.
I mean, we
there might
hope
not.
there is. Your last one was infuriating, but I would like to see you make some progress.
I just get bored, Matt.
I was
can't
so
be
close to
bothered.
calling you, seriously, watching it. It's like, what the fuck are you doing with your feet?
I just
Like,
because
there
I
are
just want to get
slaps.
through it quickly.
Just
I know.
look where your foot's going rather than like, falling down the
but
slats
it's
again in the
annoying.
train.
It's annoying,
No, it's
isn't
more.
it?
It's always more annoying falling down the hole. You could just like look where your foot is and go left, right, rather than like, oh, falling down again. It's weird.
Yeah, I know, but that only happened a couple of times, and I can move more quickly.
7 times. Unavoidable. I mean, it's very avoidable now. Yeah, so if there is a Baby Step stream, it will be Thursday, may not be, but anyway, go to twitch.tv/TCGSco and turn notifications on to watch our streams live. If you miss on live, you can go to YouTube and you can watch definitely most recent James's Farley Steps and other ones we've done. And Amazon Prime, Twitch Prime, all that stuff. But tcgs.co is our website, which will have links to from Wednesday, the 17th at 12 p.m. GMT, the wildcard poll. So 12 p.m. on the dot, go there, vote. You can vote all the way up until midday on Sunday. And that's that. That's it's all happening on there.
Thank you so much for living it. We will catch you next week for the Game of the Year show 2025. That will be released on Christmas Eve.
Yes.
I mean, good luck, everyone. We'll catch you later. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Vote for Metroid Prime 4. Bye.